Showtime in the stadium, lights so bright we can't sit still. Hot dogs and a cold chill, we go wild just for the thrill. Cheerleaders doing their dance, crowd in a football trance. Friends and beers in every hand, living life like we planned. Let's step and go, we won't slow down in this wild football show. Let's step and go, we'll make some noise in this big crowd we know. It's over! It's over!
Oh, snap. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome in. You guys are saying that I'm muted. What's up? I hit the wrong volume button. I knew something looked off to me there. Looks like you guys can hear me now. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, one and all, to the final preseason game of the 2026 calendar year. What is up? What is up? Hank is in the chat. Robert Zamora is in the chat. We got Buttercream and Dream saying hello. Dave is saying hi. What's up, everyone? Welcome to today's game. This should be a fun one. It's Bears and Titans. It'll be our last look at Robert Saleh and that whole situation they've got going on in Tennessee now. I do have Tennessee making improvements this year. You guys had me backpedaling a little bit on the Chicago Bears this year, and I think I actually feel better about changing my mind here. We'll bring all of that stuff up here later, but we've got a game today. It's the Bears and the Titans. It's the last game before September 9th. We won't have any football for like 10 days, guys, 10, 11 days here, and that's okay. It's going to be just fine. It's going to be just fine. All right. Let's see. You meant Hammond Bears? Shout out to Jade. Shout out to Margie, who's in the chat. Demon says hello. Ashley Devrick says hello. Let's get our chat overlay going here, folks. Chat overlay. Hopefully the voice isn't already going out. I think my tie might be a little bit too tight. There we go. That might make it a little easier to breathe here. Just pushing up on my vocal cords there. Let's see. Earth Citizen says, thanks, Mario. You rock. Thank you, Earth Citizen. You rock. Appreciate that $5 super chat, my friend. Have not done a doubleheader myself in a long time. Not for football, at least. We did a lot of doubleheaders for soccer, but 2 soccer games is the length of 1 NFL game, especially when you go into overtime in these NFL games. Obviously, no overtime in preseason, but the voice is definitely feeling it very different than how I felt it during the soccer season. Jay Sleepy Eyes is in the chat. What's up, man? Says, bring the hate, LFG. Danny Williams says 3-14 this season for the Chicago Bears. I don't have the Bears going that bad. I do have the Cardinals being that bad. I don't have the Bears being that bad. The other Chicago team. Let's see. Drago says, yes, you are audible now. What's up, Mr. Balboa? Shout out to Lori Mooneyham in the chat as well. Earth Citizen, what's going on? Bishop Ray, I see you in the chat. What's up, everyone? Welcome in. Bears, Titans, kickoff in about 25 minutes. This game might get started a little bit later. The previous game also got started like 10-15 minutes late, so I'm not going to speed run the pregame here. Noah King says not going to happen. Dave says Bears go 8-9. The Titans go 12-15. Here's my official predictions. What? Wait, what'd you say? 2-15. 2-15. My official predictions for the Chicago Bears, guys. I have this written down over on the side. I've got the Chicago Bears at 9-8. Dave, not 8-9. I've got them at 9-8. Valhalla's in the chat. What's up, dude? How you doing, Valhalla? Fist bumps to you, brother. What's up, man? How are you? How are things? On your neck of the woods. That's my predictions right there for the Chicago Bears, guys. I've got the Bears going 9-8. I have the Tennessee Titans this year. Last year, the Tennessee Titans finished 3-14. This year, I've got Tennessee still at the bottom of the division. I've got them going 5-12 this year. And if you want to know, let's actually take a look at that. We can definitely start there. We'll start at the first 5 games for both teams. Let's take a look right now at the Tennessee Titans and their first 5 games. Whoops. Let's pop off over here. The Tennessee Titans, guys, tough schedule for the Tennessee Titans, if I'm being honest. I think they go out here and win this game. Robert Saleh, head coach right now of the Tennessee Titans, was once upon a time head coach of the New York Jets. I think Saleh is going to come out here and get the win over the Jets. However, I do think the Jets are going to be a little bit better this year than they were last year. Taking a look at week 2, guys, none of these are primetime games, by the way. These are all just buried because the Titans were so bad last year. But Titans versus Eagles, that's a loss. Titans, New York Giants, that's a loss. Titans, Ravens, that's a loss. Texans at Titans, Titans going to lose that game too. So I see the Titans winning this one. Maybe, just maybe, the Tennessee Titans, and this is going to sound crazy, can maybe the New York Giants. That's not crazy. Tennessee Titans can beat the New York Giants. But at New York changes the situation for me, and I do think that this New York Giants roster is more improved than the Tennessee Titans roster. However, it's going to be a chance for not just Robert Saleh to get the win in Week 1, but Brian Daboll, who was just fired by the New York Giants, the new offensive coordinator for this Titans team, to end up getting a win there as well. So there could be vengeance to be served here, and if they get that win here as well, that would improve my predictions for Tennessee to be 6-11. Still not going to be making the playoffs, but an improvement for Tennessee. I did also clarify in my upcoming video here that I believe Tennessee is not doomed to be in the basement for much longer. I think they finish this season as a competitive team. They hang around in big games against big opponents, and next season I think the Tennessee Titans are going to take a big step forward. My predictions, right? Just trying to read a crystal ball, reading the tea leaves, if you will. Let's see. I'm so sorry to say, but the New York Yankees just lost again today, says Ashley. That's rough. Earth Citizen says facts. Goodbye, Titans, says Dave. Watching on TV, but also I have a laptop with muted sound so I can text if I need to say something. What's going on, Tommy Braskett? Dave Crampton says, what's your favorite sport? We're watching it right now. 49ers go 10-7. Got something like that. I actually have a better record here for the 49ers. But taking a look now at the Chicago Bears, I have the Chicago Bears, as I mentioned, going 9-8. And my official picks here, cutting over to my written picks. Chicago Bears, Week 1 Panthers, that's a win for Chicago. Week 2 Vikings, that's a win for Chicago. Week 3, the Eagles go to Chicago and they beat the Bears at home. They lose Monday Night Football. They're looking at 2-1. I think against the New York Jets, that's a win. And then I think a divisional matchup in Green Bay, the Packers will get a win at home. I think the Chicago Bears start the season 3-2. I think they finish the season 9-8. The schedule moving forward for Chicago, I mean, they beat the Falcons. I actually have them, interestingly enough, beating the New England Patriots. Call me nuts out here, but I do have them beating the New England Patriots in Week 7 on Thursday Night Football. That would be Thursday Night Football, short week, but they do get to play that game at home in Chicago. The list goes on down here, guys, but I think the losses that I handed to the Chicago Bears are justified. I've got them losing to the Green Bay Packers twice this season, but if the Packers and the Bears were to split wins right here, it would make it a lot more interesting. That would actually put both the Packers and the Bears at 10-7, and I think that might actually be a more likely scenario. That would actually move the Detroit Lions, and I'm telling you, man, just by splitting the division, it's going to be close here. It is going to be a really tough division. I'm doing all of these changes in real time while going through stats with you guys, and it's kind of cool. What's going on? Desperate Housewives, welcome in. The Bears suck ass, says Action Man. Okay, Action Man, thank you for that. No more Derrick Henry, though, says Dave Crampton. I think we're thinking of different teams here. 49ers. Oh, you're talking about the Tennessee Titans. Oh, that's old news, man. Let's see. Space when I heard of Reading some of these comments right now. Hank Warner says, space. When I heard of it, I was just line with my buddy. That's his favorite team. Ah, you're talking to Space Explorer. I see what's going on here. Okay. I'm out here reading the chat. I think I got it. Cool. Well, those are the predictions for both teams starting the season. Why don't we talk about what they looked like last year here? The Chicago Bears were really good last year. New head coach in Ben Johnson, coordinating the entire squad here offensively. They looked good. We expected that out of the Chicago Bears. Defensively, not so good. This is an area for improvement where the Bears are really going to need to take a big step forward. The Chicago Bears last year, a top 10 team offensively. Is that going to be the same situation this year? Maybe. They did ship off DJ Moore, and they did send a 2026 fifth-round pick to Buffalo. And for that trade, they ended up picking up, gosh, what did they even get for that? The second-round pick? Yeah, they got Buffalo's 2026 second-round pick. That's what it says here on my notes. Also, this offseason, guys, there were a lot of changes for the Chicago Bears. They added a lot of players here. They added safety Kobe Durant. They added linebacker Devin Bush to make this better. They added defensive tackle Nevin Gallimore. They also signed Khalif Raymond, wide receiver here to help the offense a little bit. Defensive back Cam Lewis. Defensive lineman Kentavious Street. They brought in another linebacker. Oh, you know this name. Jack Sanborn coming back to Chicago here. They're also adding in Xavier Woods. They've added him from training camp. And the list goes on. The Bears are really trying to fix the defensive issues. The biggest issues that the Bears had wasn't even the defense in the past. It was the offense not having a line to protect Caleb Williams. Look at how much better the offense was with the additional protection after having picked up the name's eluding me, the offensive lineman from the Kansas City Chiefs. It'll come to me, doesn't matter. The issue here is that they also lost a lot of players, and I don't know if the names that we just mentioned are going to be able to fill the gaps of the players that just left. Here's who's gone. DJ Moore is gone. Center Drew Dalman is gone. Linebacker Tremaine Edmonds is gone. Also, Kevin Byard is gone. Your safety, Jaquan Brisker, is gone. C.J. Gardner-Johnson is gone. Andrew Billings is gone. It's just an exodus out here for the Chicago Bears, a huge change of personnel. And while they added a bunch of talent, I still like the names that were there before. I don't know that this team takes a step forward as much as they take a step back, especially with the schedule that they have ahead of them this year. I don't have the Bears finishing 11-6. I do have the Bears finishing closer to 10-7 or 9-8. If I'm really search and dig deep into my heart. I was so high talking about Ben Johnson, super up, thinking about what Ben Johnson had done for the Chicago Bears team. And there's no doubt that he made some improvements. But last year, the Bears' schedule was not what it is this year. And looking at that Detroit Lions schedule, it's just too easy for Detroit. The Green Bay Packers and Chicago Bears could find themselves on the outside looking in. I'm having like an epiphany right now. Okay, I'm rambling. Let's talk stats. Or let's talk those names and those players actually in more detail. Taking a look at, pull this up here, Chicago Bears, Tennessee Titans. Pulling up my depth chart here. Offense here for the Chicago Bears, folks. Caleb Williams still going to be the starting quarterback for Chicago. DeAndre Swift, the starting running back here for Chicago. Romo Dunze, still on the squad. Luther Burden, still on the squad. No more DJ Moore. Khalif Raymond coming in to fill in for DJ Moore. That's definitely a drop down at wide receiver. No doubt about that. Colston Loveland, though, is going to be getting a full healthy workload this year. Offensive line, Braxton Jones. Joe Tooney was the name I was thinking of earlier when I was saying the name will come to me. Garrett Bradbury, Jonah Jackson, and Darnell Wright is going to make up the rest of this Bears offensive line. The Bears offensive line, a big step forward last year. The defense looking to make that same jump, but again, a lot of missing names back here. Man. is kind of a cause for pause. So again, no DJ Moore, no Drew Dalman in the middle, no Tremaine Edmonds as a linebacker here either. Also, no Kevin Byard at safety, no Jaquan Brisker at safety, and no Andrew Billings at defensive tackle. They did pick up a couple of other players that we just talked about, but the defense right now for the Chicago Bears, Montez Sweat going to be your left defensive end. Grady Jarrett, left defensive tackle. Right defensive tackle is Gervin Dexter Sr. Right defensive end, Dayo Adeyingbo. Your linebackers for this squad this year, Devin Bush, TJ Edwards, and DeMarco Jackson. Your two corners for this season is going to be Jalen Johnson on the left and Tyreek Stevenson on the right. Your two safeties, Dylan Thieneman and Cam Lewis. This makes up your Chicago Bears defense in 2026. Doesn't feel like there are some good names here for this defense. We'll see if they can gel. If there's cohesiveness amongst that defensive unit, they can still be pretty solid, even if they're not the names that we're used to hearing. Ben Johnson, in year one, 11 wins, 6 losses, 1 playoff win, 1 playoff loss. Not half bad for your first year as a head coach, sir. I'll give you a round of applause, but it's going to get tougher this season because you did so well last year. Taking a look over here at the other side of the equation, the Tennessee Titans. They were bad, but they are going to be better this year. They were bad. They are going to be better this year. Last year, guys, 30th in the NFL when it came to points per game, 31st in yards per game, yards per play, and third down conversions. That's literally worst or second to worst or third to worst, just bottom 3 team in offense, just anemic offensively for the Tennessee Titans. Red zone scoring, they did fall just outside of the top 12, but it does feel like it's a small sample size here for the Tennessee Titans, considering they did not find themselves in the red zone very often last season. Taking a look at the defensive side of things, points per game allowed defensively, they were pretty bad. They gave up 28 points per game. Yards per game allowed, they were giving up 345. That ranked them in the bottom 12, bottom 13 of the NFL. Wasn't looking good for yards per play allowed. Third down conversions to opposing offenses, they did end up right in the middle here, giving up a success rate at just under 40%. But when it came to defending their end zone from their own red zone, they gave up a massive success rate to opposing offenses, giving up a 65% success rate, ranking them at 29th for red zone defense efficiency. Tennessee Titans, well, it's going to be different for a lot of reasons for Tennessee. Now, Cam Ward is still the main guy out there, slinging the pill, if you will. But taking a look at his wide receivers right now, Cam Ward now has Wan'Dale Robinson, who's coming off of a 1,000-yard season for the New York Giants. Carnell Tate was also drafted as a top 10 pick here. I think it was, pick number 4 overall by the Tennessee Titans this year. And, of course, Calvin Ridley. This wide receiver squad did get a whole lot better. Don't know if they have the right schemes from a coaching standpoint coming down. Got to see more out of Cam Ward. Gunnar Helm is going to be the tight end for this squad. And from left to right, this offensive line for the Tennessee Titans. Left tackle, Dan Moore. Left guard, Peter Skrowanski. At center, Austin Schlottman. At right guard, Fernando Carmona. And right tackle, J.C. Latham. This makes up Tennessee's front. Tennessee Titans, we'll see how they do this season. I don't have super high hopes for them just yet, but I do think that they have all the potential to outperform my 5-12 prediction for them. Now, looking at the defense here, a 4-3 defense. The defensive line on the left side, John Franklin Myers. Yeah, that's a nice name to have added to your Titans defense here. You got Jeffrey Simmons, Jordan Elliott, and Jermaine Johnson as your front 4. Your linebackers for this squad, Cedric Gray, Cody Barton, and James Williams Sr. Your 2 corners on the left side, you'll have Cordale Flott. On the right side, Alontae Taylor. And your safeties for this season will be Amani Hooker and Kevin Winston Jr. This is Tennessee. Joey Sly is the kicker. Tommy Townsend, the punter. And your punt returner is got two of them, Shamiri Dyke and Mason Kinsey. Okay, cool. That is the Tennessee Titans defense. Couple of big changes right there, obviously. Having John Franklin Myers come over after playing 2 seasons with the Denver Broncos. He has been around the NFL for a while. He was drafted back in 2018 by the LA Rams, but it's a name that is familiar enough that you know this is going to be an improvement for the Tennessee Titans this year. Okay, Robert Saleh, he was not a super efficient head coach as the head coach of the New York Jets. He's also now taking over and inheriting a traditionally bad organization right now, given the keys to this kingdom here. I don't know if Robert Saleh... Here's what I do know. I know that Robert Saleh this time around has very good help around him. The Tennessee Titans are going to be good not just because they've got a much better wide receiver core and wide receiver situation. The Tennessee Titans have Brian Daboll out there. They've also got Gus Bradley out there helping as the defensive coordinator. Saleh, Daboll, Bradley, I think those combined could be the winning recipe for the Tennessee Titans, and I hope that they give Robert Saleh a fair shot to turn this team around, and it's not just 1 or 2 years. I'm hoping to see Robert Saleh get some stableness for this organization and maybe give it a 3 or 4 year run. Let's take a look here at the head-to-head comparison, and actually 5 minutes here left to go before kickoff. Let's make sure I didn't lose you guys in the chat. I bet 200 passing yards, both teams, and 100 rushing yards as well, says Jedediah. Brutal. John Franklin Myers for Lincoln Mercury, says Max Fire Fantasy Report. What's going on, Max Fire Fantasy Report? Ella Korb. Hi, Ella. Fist bumps. What's going on? DJ Jean says, I got W. Robinson off my fantasy football. Sala says Earth Citizen. Spot on. Steelers sending Broderick Jones to your Cowboys, Mario. Okay. We'll take what we can get. The Titans don't have a defense, says Noah King. They don't have a great defense. They definitely don't have a great defense. What's going on, 901? 901 Thumble. Fist bumps to you, too. Ashley says, duh, Bears. Let's go. I want some regular season football, too. Okay, guys. It remains. The Chicago Bears have never, in the history of being the Chicago Bears, had a quarterback hit 4,000 passing yards. It's literally never, ever happened. That's a true piece of information, in case you did not know. Last year, Caleb Williams got so agonizingly close. Almost ain't good enough. Agonizingly close, could not cross that 4,000 yards. Does he cross that 4,000 yards this year? I'm going to go ahead and say no, because I think they take a step back in the wide receiver room. Anyways, last year, Caleb Williams, 3,900 passing yards. Meanwhile, Cam Ward, 31, almost 32. Rushing yards advantage to Caleb Williams. Cam Ward came in at 159. Total touchdowns, huge advantage to Caleb Williams. Cam Ward, not so much. Cam Ward struggled last year, guys. Look at how many bags. He was the most sacked quarterback in the NFL last year. Cam Ward got absolutely hammered, and it was not particularly close as far as being able to win games for the Tennessee Titans. Absolutely crushed on the offensive line. Miraculously, only threw 7 interceptions last year, just like Caleb Williams. That's a good sign, but he is not being protected very well at all. Cam Ward had a higher completion percentage than Caleb Williams did, but Caleb Williams got a chance to throw the football more often because he wasn't being bagged half the game. Okay, right? Passer rating advantage, Caleb Williams. Cam Ward, you need protection. I hope you get that protection in this year's draft, next year's draft. Taking a look at the defensive comparison. The Chicago Bears and the Tennessee Titans defensively were both at the bottom half of the table. The Bears ranked 23rd in total points per game allowed, and the Tennessee Titans ranked 28th in total points per game allowed. Advantage Chicago Bears from that standpoint. If you want to zoom in You can see rushing yards allowed per game and passing yards allowed per game. The Bears were bad at both. The Titans showed life of run defense, but the pass defense was not there. Turnovers forced per game, big kudos to this ability to get the football back. They were basically a boom or bust kind of team. You're either getting scored on or you're getting the football back. Third in the NFL for the Chicago Bears when it came to turnovers forced per game, averaging 1.7 turnovers forced per game. Meanwhile, the Tennessee Titans couldn't get the ball back. They were basically being bullied on the schoolyard there, and all the other teams were just playing keep away with a stiff arm, just keeping these guys back. Anyways, sacks per game. I will say the Tennessee Titans were a top 12 team at collecting the bag. Chicago Bears could have improved a little bit on that one statistical category. Honestly speaking, man, there's not a whole lot separating these two sides outside of the ability to get that football back. But here's where the real separation was. The Chicago Bears' run game was really good. A run-first offense. Imagine if they just let Caleb Williams throw the football a little more, just so that he can say that he got those 4,000 passing yards, right? Everybody wants it. Chicago Bears looking to get it. Caleb Williams looking to be that guy. But the offense on the ground was really good. And it's the tale of two completely different stories here, guys. Chicago Bears on the ground, a top 5 team. The Tennessee Titans on the ground, a bottom 5 team. Taking a look at this list here, rushing yards per game, 142 for Chicago, just 93 for Tennessee. Rushing attempts per game, 30 rushing attempts for the Bears per game, 22 for Tennessee. Yards per rushing attempt, 4.7 and 4.2. Look at the difference there, guys. A lot of teams tied here at 4.7, so don't let that number skew. Right? Just you could imagine that there could be 3 or 4 or 5 different teams that are averaging 4.7 yards per game. So then the next number would be at 4.6, and it would end up being, I don't know if I'm explaining. I'm doing a terrible job of breaking that down for you guys, but I think you get the picture here. It's just 0.5, right? 0.5 of a point of a difference, but you're looking at a separation of 16 different positional points, if that makes sense. Blah. Brain is glitching right now. Anyways, those are the numbers for this run game here. And I'll get out of the way so you can break that down once more. Rushing touchdowns per game, the Bears averaging more than double the rushing touchdowns per game as the Tennessee Titans, and rushing yards percentage, i.e. the total percentage of yards they are gathering. Out of the 100% of total yards, 37% of those yards came on the ground for the Bears, 36% of their total yards for the Tennessee Titans. Again, not a whole lot separating the two from that standpoint. Man, my gosh, that was rough. That was rough, man. Okay, let's do this one here. Pass game comparison. Offensively, the Bears were good. We've talked about it. We've said it. The offense is there. The Tennessee Titans through the air were really bad. Part of that is the fact that Cam Ward spent more time on the ground than any other quarterback in the league. Pass attempts per game. Cam Ward getting the football out about 33 times per game. The Bears getting it out 34, almost 35 times per game. The Bears' completion percentage, pretty bad there. Actually, the worst completion percentage in the NFL. Caleb Williams, super inaccurate. But you know what he reminds me of? And this is going to be probably the dumbest thing you'll ever hear someone say. Kind of reminds me of Aaron Rodgers. Wait, hear me out. Hear me out. Because Aaron Rodgers was a master of not just getting the football to where it needed to go. He was a master of throwing the football away and keeping it out of the harm's way. Again, Caleb Williams only threw 7 picks last year, but he also sent so much airmail, and that's what separates, obviously, Aaron Rodgers from being a Hall of Famer to what we've seen from Caleb Williams. But throwing that football, he likes to overthrow it so that, you know what, if my guy can't get it cleanly, nobody's going to get it, and that's why that passing percentage, completion percentage, was so low. Okay, I hope that I made that clear. I knew somebody was going to say something. But I hope I made that clear. Okay. Those are just some random stats. Those are just some random numbers. I know, Action Man. I know. It's just that one particular part to their game I found a parallel. Okay. Taking a look now here at the schedule, folks. Next week, there is no football. We are not going to see football until Wednesday, September 9th. That's what, 10, 11 days? The first game of the year is Wednesday, September 9th. New England Patriots versus the Seattle Seahawks. Dude, let's go. It's going to be good. Then Thursday, right after that, 49ers and Rams. I will be covering all the games that you see highlighted in green. The games highlighted in green are the games I'll be doing here, guys. Over on the far side, I'll be doing the Bills and the Texans. I'll also be doing the Commanders and the Eagles. We'll be doing the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants and the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. That is 6 games in week 1. I will need to protect my voice, so I'm going to try not to scream my face off in this game today. Got the birds, you the man. Thank you, sir, says Jedediah Ham. Says Jedediah. With an M. No way, dude. No way. Note, football begins with Wednesday Night Football. Note, Rodgers isn't as good as some think, says Demon. Caleb Williams couldn't wear Aaron Rodgers' nail polish. We love, thank you, Max Fire. Love, dude. I feel it, man. I feel it in the room. Mario, they compare Caleb to Patrick Mahomes. You know, college football, Caleb Williams was pretty good. We all saw it. But since then, I don't know. There's more to be seen. There's a lot more to be seen here. I think we went through a lot of this stuff right now here, guys. This game is scheduled to kick off 5 minutes ago. Still don't have kickoff yet to this point, but we do have warm-ups over here, so I can bring you guys at least the visuals over on this right-hand side. Let's see, Mario, I'm not going to make it until the 9th of September, says Ella Corb. You don't have to, Ella, because I will have stuff to watch for you before then. Anyways, right now, I do have players lined up for kickoff. I have the official saying, let's go. He's winding up the clock. This game's about to get started, guys. There's the kickoff. This is up, and away as the sun is starting to set. It takes a bounce in the landing zone. It's returned to the 20, the 25, the 30, the 35, the 40, pushed out of bounds at about the 42-yard line. Solid play right there. You'll see the kickoff happening right now on this side, on the right-hand side. What's up, guys? Welcome to Football Nation. I am your host. My name is Mario. Over on the right-hand side, there is a new piece of technology that is currently being beta tested, and I am one of the guinea pigs here. This is Fan Live. You're going to be watching the kickoffs and everything. All of the plays happen after I call them on the right-hand side. A 3D rendering. You see that get returned out to the 40-yard line. It is incredibly fun to watch. So stick with me if this is your first time watching this. I hope you guys have fun with us. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Snapping the football, turning around, looking to the right, throwing to the right. It will be caught, and this is going to bring up, looks like a second down here. Minor gain on the catch on the right. Start the clock, 2nd down and 9 on my screen. Make sure I get myself where I need to be. 2nd down and 9. Will Levis is the starting quarterback here today, folks. David Martin Robinson was the man who just made the grab, the tight end. It's a 2nd down and 9 coming up. You're going to watch that 1-yard catch on the right-hand side here. Motion on the field from the bottom of the screen towards the top. Levis takes the snap. He fakes the handoff, drops back. It's a screen play caught on the left-hand side. Couple of blockers up front. It's going to be a gain of about let's call that 6. Looks like it'll bring up a 3rd down and 3. You'll see the screenplay now on the right-hand side. Make sure I grab my notes here. So my Tennessee Titans. Did I print out the Bears? I know I printed out the Bears. Oh, it's in the printer. It's like, I know I printed out the Bears today. This is the first time covering the Bears. So, okay, I'll grab that in a second. For now, Nicholas Singleton is the man who just picked up those 6 yards. 3rd down and 3 across midfield at the 48-yard line. The snap comes in. Will Levis dropping back. Pocket holds. Levis airs it out. Deep shot. End zone. Incomplete. Very tight coverage on that play. Will Levis looking to be a hero. It's incomplete. It brings up a 4th down. 4th down and 3 across midfield at the Chicago 48. What would Campbell do? Well, it's Ben Johnson's team now, so what does Ben Johnson want to do? Forget about Dan Campbell. What would Ben Johnson do here? My guess, I don't even want to make a guess. It's Tennessee with the football, not Ben Johnson. And what would Robert Saleh do? Robert Saleh is going to punt. My bad, guys. Robert Saleh is going to punt. And it takes a good bounce. Oh, this is going to be a fantastic punt inside the 5. It takes a beautiful, friendly bounce right there. Townsend, Tommy Townsend. Perfect punt right there. The man bun doesn't bother me when you punt that great, buddy. You're that good of a punter? Man bun it up, bud. No problems with man buns, by the way. Well, that was the best part of this drive. Sadly, here it is right now, Tommy Townsend's punt. It did not bounce like that. It bounced right there and actually did do that, and it was wrapped up there. Awkward graphic, but there it is. All right, guys, let's roll forward here. It's a 1st and 10. The Tennessee Titans have the football. Excuse me, the Chicago Bears have the football. Quickly throwing this up the field. It's caught at the 30. This could be a one-play touchdown. The 50, the 40, the 30, the 20. He will go. Touchdown, Chicago Bears. Whoa. Whoa. Tyson Bagent just absolutely ripped a one-play touchdown. There's the snap, dropping back. Bagent airs it out, finds the turkey hole, and it goes up the ladder on the right-hand side, takes it all the way for a touchdown. In pursuit, nobody could catch. What happened to the Tennessee Titans defense there? The extra point attempt is up. The extra point attempt is good. We got to replay this one. Okay. Watch this. Here's the snap when it comes in. And just on a simple go route, flat-footed here, this corner just got absolutely cooked. Oh, my gosh. Nothing you could do there. Wow. Callahan chasing, and then we've got, looks like another, nope, not going to get there. Touchdown, Chicago Bears on one play. Extra point attempt is good. It's 7-0. Holy cow. All right, cool. The Bears are up 7-0. What a play. Not half bad. That was fun. That was cool. Game over. 97 yards. Passing one play. Tyson Bagent comes, and by the way, they hurried up right there. They hurried up right there. That was like a really quick play. I didn't even get a chance to take my eyes off the screen before they were already snapping the football. Let's watch it one more time. Let's watch this one more time. Go to my highlights here. This is crazy. It went to Zach Thomas there. Here's the drop. Snap. Thomas on the run. Oh, looks like Michael Thomas there. What a play. Bang. All right, that's fun. That's good. It's all fun and games. Flambe says Electric Divergent. 97 passing yards, one play. Bears may eat this year, says Owl on the Prowl. This is Tyson Bagent, dude. One play, touchdown. Will Levis over here struggling to make fourth string. Oh, my gosh. Some of these comments are savage right now. Yeah, it's true, though. Thoughts on the Ravens, Mario? I know it's only preseason, but the defense looks good, says Notify. I I don't know, man. I don't have high expectations for – sorry about that. I don't have high expectations for a handful of teams this season. The Ravens being one of them. I actually have them against consensus. I'm a contrarian in this case. Look at that. Wow, they're showing the replay right now. Just a full-on sprint. Don't know what that stutter step was. Terrible, terrible, terrible play. This time, it looks like it was Keedrain Callaghan who just absolutely got smoked on that play. The Keedrain Callaghan? Maybe? We found he puts butter in coffee. That's called bulletproof coffee. Have you never had a bulletproof coffee? When I was in my 20s, I did a keto diet, and I was all about my bulletproof coffee. And then I was like, dude, this is gross. I'm just going to put creamer in there because, duh. All right, guys, here we go. From the 21-yard line, a snap and a handoff right here. Will Levis going to turn around and put this in the belly of the beast. Looks like it's going to be almost a full 10 yards right there. 9-yard pickup on 1st and 10. You'll see this happening on the right-hand side here. Shout out to Random Ryan, who just dropped a super chat or a super sticker here, dropped a football. Thank you, Random Ryan, 84. Is that a Blackhawks logo? All right. 2nd down and 1. Bring this up once more. 12 minutes and 30 seconds left to go. It's 2nd down and 1 coming up here. There's that play. You just saw it. The clock is actually stopped right now. Not quite sure what has killed this clock. Let me see if I can do some investigative work here. Virtual measurement. I don't think it's going to be enough. The virtual measurement is such a waste of time, dude. It's such a waste of time because they let the officials be the ones to mark where the football is instead of using the technology to mark where the football is. They're then using the technology to measure where the official marks the ball, not where the ball is actually at, which to me is the exact opposite way of how to do it, but whatever. It's going to be a foot and a half away, so 2nd down in inches, really. 2nd and inches coming up right now at the Tennessee 30-yard line. The Tennessee Titans have possession, so let's move this over there as well. Doesn't happen without coffee. Cool. All right, guys, single back formation. 2nd down and inches. Here's the snap. There's a handoff to the right-hand side. This is going to be, looks like a 4-yard pickup on 2nd down and 1. Nicholas Singleton gets the carry. He's going to get that right through the teeth of the defense. Not exactly an impressive run, but it was an efficient run. 2nd down and 1 from the 30 becomes 1st and 10 from the 34. Break! They line up here for the next play. You'll watch that 4-yard run on the right-hand side, and in real time, it's 1st and 10 with 11:54 here left to go. Shotgun formation. Will Levis with a man standing to his left here. It's Nicholas Singleton. There's the snap. It's a handoff to Singleton again. Singleton, a little shimmy, a little bake, goes to that left-hand side, and he will pick up about 5 yards on that play. It'll bring up a 2nd down and 5. 2nd down and 5 at the Tennessee 39-yard line. You're going to see the 2nd down and 5 coming up right now. So 1st and 10, it's that 5-yard run. So what I literally just called. You'll see that play over here on the left side. 11:17 here left to go. It's a shotgun formation for the next play coming up. 2nd down and 8. Motion on the field towards the bottom of the screen. The snap comes in looking towards the right. Will Levis incomplete to Shamir Dyke. And it's going to stop the clock at 11:05. 3rd down coming up. You're going to see the incomplete pass now happening on the right-hand side. What do you think to Pro Bowl being scrapped? About time, a meaningless game, says David. Yeah, I mean, they're fun to watch if they could be competitive again. I mean, maybe if they made it, not that they need to be paid more, but maybe if they added more incentive to the players. They could make it competitive again. Blitz coming in on this snap. 3rd down and 5, all against the blitz. It's a good throw, and it's caught just shy of the 50 here. It's brought down at the 49-yard line. Ilik Ayomanor going to pick up enough for a 1st down. That's 3rd down and 5. A gain of 10 is good enough for a Tennessee Titans 1st down. Tennessee picks up a fresh set. 10:38 left to go. You'll watch this 1st down play over here. Now I got a 1st and 10 coming up. Shotgun formation, a pump fake, and a handoff. They keep it on the ground this time. Nicholas Singleton will march this forward to pick up a 4. It's 2nd down and 6. So if this is y'all's first time watching this live stream, talk to me. What do y'all think about the graphics over on the side here? Do you like the style that we got going on? 2nd down and 6 coming up here for this Tennessee Titans football team. Will Levis is under center. Nicholas Singleton behind him. Levis steps back. Oh, they fumble the football, and Levis has to throw himself down on top of it. The clock continues to tick. It's going to be a 3rd down and 11 as they lose 5 yards. Bad play there. Will Levis was trying to hand this off to Dyke and could not get the handoff there. Levis had to dive down on top of it, standing on his own Tennessee logo. Watch the end around. He's going to move from the top to the bottom, and it's going to be a bad handoff right there. Bloop. Oh, no. And then he had to throw himself down on top of it. So here's the snap on 3rd down and 11. Will Levis hits him again, this time on the slant. It's caught, but it does bring up a 4th down. It's 4th down and 2. 9-yard grab. It's not going to be enough to move the sticks, and now Robert Saleh needs to make a choice again. His 2nd 4th down. What is he going to do? Break. Looks like the offense is staying out here, folks. Do they actually run a play, or are they trying to get them to jump? Shotgun. Will Levis, play clock down to 9. Levis takes the snap. Pressure, blitz, late blitz. It's thrown overhead. It's caught at the 30, the 20, the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. It's good for a Tennessee Titans 1st down. Granson, Kyle Granson, the tight end, makes a catch for 28 yards. Here's a 4th down and 2 happening on the right-hand side, folks. We're now looking at a 1st and 10 from the 15. The 4th down play, as the play clock was winding down. Watch this play. What a throw. And then up the ladder he goes before being pushed out of bounds. Inside the red zone, the Tennessee Titans, Will Levis looks to the left, and it's going to be a pass that's just out of the reach for Xavier Restrepo. 2nd down. All right, guys. Here we go. 2nd down and 10. The incomplete pass has stopped the clock. Break. Will Levis lines up now. I've got 2 receivers left. The strong side on the right side here for the play currently happening. It's a handoff to the right, and this is going to be a 5-yard pickup. A run to the right-hand side, and it looked like ball carrier here. But Singleton? Looked like it was Singleton. 3rd down and 5. All right, guys, so just remember that when I'm calling the plays, what you're seeing is the play that just happened prior to the one I'm currently calling. This play is going to be the run to the right-hand side. The result of this play is 3rd down and 5. The play on my screen right now is 3rd down and 5, shotgun formation. The snap coming in. Levis to the right, throws this one. Almost picked off right now. Flying in to break that one up. Flying in to break that one up, it was Terrell Smith. Great job by the Chicago Bears defense. Incomplete pass brings up 4th down and 5, and it looks like this is going to be perfect field goal range this time for Joey Sly. 7 minutes and 14 seconds here left to go after the incomplete pass. You'll see the incomplete pass happen right here. Sly getting his feet set on my TV screen. Joey Sly takes a deep breath right now. The football on the right hash. The kick goes up. This kick is good. And the Tennessee Titans are on the board. Tennessee scores. Tennessee scores. They put 3 points on. The score is 7-3. This is the final preseason game, ladies and gentlemen. The final preseason game. Noah King says take Will Levis out. I think Will Levis needs to prove himself, if I'm being honest. Look, Will Levis has to go and play against Mitch Trubisky and Hendon Hooker. I mean, Will Levis, I don't think he looked as good as Mitch Trubisky did. Mitch Trubisky looked a lot better in that preseason game that we covered last week against the Seattle Seahawks. Let's see. Johnny says, "'Cause I'm one step closer to the edge, and I'm about to break. I need a little room to breathe." Little Linkin Park. "I find the answers all so clear. Wish I could find a way to disappear. All these words, they make no sense. I find bliss in ignorance." It's a good song. Hooker? You're a hooker. Grandma's Boy reference there. Get Will Levis a celebratory bullet coffee. A celebratory? Yeah. Get him one of those bulletproof coffees. Oh, man. I miss Linkin Park, dude. Long gone are the days. Well, didn't know what to expect for today's live stream, guys. Thank you all for being here today. It's the final preseason game of the year. I'm wondering if next year we're going to do the preseason games. I might focus a little more heavily on doing the the Pick'ems videos and doing some more top-tiered kind of videos next year. Bears to win the Super Bowl, says Red. Ashley says, Mario, my favorite band is Linkin Park as well. Is it really, Ashley? I like Linkin Park. I wouldn't go as far as saying that they were my favorite, but I do like Linkin Park. System of a Down was my favorite for a long time. I think A Day to Remember is probably my favorite band. At this point, I'm really digging Avenged Sevenfold these days. Don't know why. It's just like, I think the drums have been so good for that band. We're getting back from this commercial break, guys. Looks like after the field goal, the Tennessee Titans are getting ready to kick this off to the Chicago Bears. It's about to be Bears football. 7-11 here left to go, folks. 7-11 left to go here. Owl on the Prowl says, I miss Jimi Hendrix. Jacob says, rest in peace to Chester. Yeah, man. For real. Here is the kickoff for Tennessee. Tennessee sends this back to the Chicago Bears. It takes a bounce at the 15-yard line. It bounces twice. It'll be returned. It's brought back to about the 21. Hit from behind. Down at the 22. It's 1st and 10. That was a long return. There's a flag on the play. Let's find out what the penalty is this time. Also, Yash. And now Dolly. Seriously. Y'all making me sad. Holding. This is going to be the receiving team right now. So on this kickoff, there is a holding penalty, guys. The football is brought back to about the 22-yard line. Don't quite know where the holding call happened. But since it got out to the 22, they're going to put this all the way back to the 12. So 10-yard penalty. Bears going to line up. It'll be 1st and 10 for Chicago at their own 12-yard line. Okay, folks, 1st and 10 from the 12, shotgun formation. The snap comes in, and it's going to be thrown overhead to the right-hand side, caught by Maurice Alexander. Tyson Badgett does not break off another 97-yard play. That's okay. You only need one to make that a whole lot of fun. So coming up on your screen, you're going to see the pass play that was just made to the right-hand side. That play loses yards, guys. It's 2nd down and 12. So that's what you're going to see right now. On my TV screen, I've got a shotgun formation, a snap, and a four-man rush. Tyson Bagent hits a man on a slant route here. He gets tackled at about the 18-yard line. Xavier Thomas makes the catch. It's going to be a 3rd down and 4. All right, so 3rd down and 4. On the next play over here, watch that slant route from the top of the screen as he works his way towards midfield. The catch is going to be made there. It'll be a decent chunk of yardage. Shotgun formation here on this 3rd down and 4 play. Motion on the field, so you do have a motion man. Looks like Bagent calls a change of play. 4-man rush comes in. Tyson Bagent finds a man in stride, hits him over the middle of the field. Walker gets up and says, "First down, Chicago Bears." Oh, hold the phone. There's a flag. Let's see what this is. Bring it back. Holding offense number 65. That'll be a replay of 3rd down. Beautiful play. Going to be erased right there thanks to a holding call. Ouch. Ouch. They're going to show the play right here. Look at this one. Bang. What a play. Erased because of a flag. All right, here we go. 3rd down and 14 here. 3rd down and 14, shotgun formation. Let's see what happens for the Bears. The snap comes in. Tyson Bagent with 1 foot in his own end zone. He's in trouble. He's on the run. Tyson Bagent bootlegs to the left. He does connect up the field, but I think it's going to be a 4th down here. Did he get it? He got very close, guys. I think it could be a 4th down and 1, maybe inches. I don't know if he got it. Okay, watch this play here. Look at how close he was to getting hit in his own end zone. The snap's going to come in. He's going to bootleg to the left here. Watch him run out to the left as the pressure comes in. Throws the football, hits a man at the sticks. It's very close. I got a 4th down and 1 coming up now. 4 minutes and 52 seconds left to go in this quarter. Timeout called right now. Looks like the Chicago Bears need to talk about this because it's 4th down and 1. They're on their own 21-yard line. It might be smart to think twice about what they're going to do. Could be a quarterback sneak. They're going to want to draw something up here for this situation. They're on their own 21-yard line. I'm going to zoom out so y'all can see what's at risk here. If they go for it right now and this remains a 4th down and 1, where the football is now, they're calling the timeout. The football would be at the 21-yard line, so it would be at this hash right here. Right? They're going to keep it right here unless they said that it's a 1st down. But it's close. And if they don't convert this 4th down, that would mean the Tennessee Titans would take over in field goal range. That's the risk that they have to calculate right now. So right now, Ben Johnson has called a timeout to think, talk, figure out, do we want to go for this right now? We have a 4-point lead. It's preseason. Who has the guts to do it? Over 50, go for it. Less than 50, punt. This is just another dude. I see a red door and I want it painted black. Are most teams playing 2nd string, hence no real tactics for regular season? Yeah, kind of, David. I think so. Pee Wee Herman. Says DJ Gene. Moonlight Sonata. Hey, Mario, Ned Davis says. Cool new graphic. What's going on, Ned Davis? How are you doing, sir? Welcome in, Ned. Welcome in to everyone. Shout-outs to Drago dropping more Linkin Park lyrics in the chat. Beethoven, I don't have any Beethoven lyrics. Da na 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 na. I don't know. That's the only Beethoven I know. Not exactly lyrics. More like melody. Okay. And then most teams' tactics are just whack anyways. Well, Robert Saleh's tactics when he was the head coach of the New York Jets were definitely not ones that were the most exciting ever. But it is what it is. Okay. So here we go, folks. I got a 4th down and 1 coming up for this team. Looks like they are lining up to go for it. My guess, well, I don't even want to make an assumption here. 21-yard line. It's 4th down and 1. They do a snap. It's going to be a throw. It's going to be caught. The 30, the 35, the 40, out of bounds at the 40-yard line. It's caught by Sam Rush. I don't know if it's Rush or Rush, but that is caught, and Tyson Bagent is now 5 of 5. 5 of 5 on the day. Guys, Tyson Bagent, 5 of 5, 134 yards, has yet to deliver an incompletion on the afternoon, on the evening here. Watch this play go to the right-hand side. Well done. That bootleg, he had to get away. Here's a snap. Here's a handoff. It's going to go up the gut through the teeth of the defense. Roschon Johnson will pick up a few yards on 1st and 10. 1st and 10 from the Chicago 40. Becomes 2nd down and 6 at the Chicago 44. Here's the 1st and 10 from the Chicago 40. You're about to watch this play unfold. It was a simple handoff to Roschon Johnson. It's quarterback handoff to the left side. It'll be super basic right there. 2nd down and 6. Right now, under center, you do have Tyson Bagent in a single back formation. He takes the snap and fakes the handoff. Little play action here. It's a screen play. Roschon Johnson gets some blocks. He picks up a good handful of yardage there. I think that's a gain of about 12. Call it 13. It's a 1st down. Going to be brought back. There's a flag on the play. There's a hold on the play. It's against the Bears this time. Holding. Offense. Replay this down. So 2nd and 6. Watch this. This would have been a first. See if you can spot the holding here. There it was. I think right before the release. Watch the watch this right here. This right here I think is the holding call. Right before that throw. All right. 2nd down and 16 coming up after this, guys. 2nd down and 16. The snap comes in. Tyson Bagent throws. Looks like a free play here. Flag is up. It's incomplete. It stops the clock with 3:17. So 3rd down. Flag on the play. Sorry, it should have been 2nd down, not 3rd down. 2nd down and 16. Another flag on this play. It's an offsides by 2 defenders here. So that's going to be accepted. So replay 2nd down. It'll be a 5-yard penalty. 2nd down and 16 will become 2nd down and 11 thanks to a 5-yard penalty on an offsides play here. 3 minutes and 17 seconds remain in this one. I wonder if you can actually see them lining up incorrectly for those. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know if it's that precise. But here's the snap. Tyson Bagent, blitz dialed up. Bagent lets it go, and this is going to be caught just past the line of scrimmage. It's going to be a decent gain here of 7. 3rd down and 4 coming up as Maurice Alexander makes a good 7-yard grab right now. He did go backwards earlier, so this reception is his 2nd of the day. He's got a total of 5 positive yards here after that 7-yard reception. So Maurice Alexander, 2nd catch of the day. 3rd down and 3. 2:45 left to go. Motion on the field from the bottom of the screen towards the top, and getting himself sent right now. It's Xavier Thomas in the slot here. The snap coming in, and in the pocket, Tyson Bagent has time, doesn't like the option for the motion man, changes his mind, pitches this to Maurice Alexander again. Excuse me, Maurice Alexander again, this time 14 yards. That's good for a Chicago Bears 1st down. 1st down for the Bears. You're going to see some motion on this play here. There's the motion man. He's going to line up in the slot right there. I thought he was going to throw to the motion man. He ends up changing his mind. Watch this pass go to the right-hand side. Perfect play. Here's a handoff on 1st and 10 now, folks. It's going to be a 3-yard pickup. It brings up a 2nd down. So 2nd down and 8 coming up here. About to have a 200 passing yards first quarter. My goodness, says Jedediah Ham. Seriously. Seriously, though, not bad for a first quarter here. Tyson Pageant, I hope you picked him up in your parlays. 2nd down and 8 at the Tennessee 38. The Chicago Bears have the football in enemy territory. Stepping back, Bagent, an end around. It's fumbled here. It's recovered by, looks like Tennessee. I think the Titans get the football. It's 1st down, Tennessee Titans. Ooh. A turnover here. The Tennessee Titans force a fumble. It was a bad handoff for the Chicago Bears. They were trying. Watch the play over here. It's just a bad handoff on a jet sweep. They try to run that play, and it just didn't work out. The football ends up hitting the ground, and the Tennessee Titans dive down on top of it. Man, brutal. Tough way to lose the football there. Fumble lost. Martin fumble recovery. There you have it. There you have it. Jacob Martin with the fumble recovery. 1:20 here left to go in the first quarter of this game. Crazy first quarter here. A lot of this game has been played just in the middle of the field. Haven't really had too many red zone drives. Chicago Bears have scored a touchdown. The Tennessee Titans have scored 3 points on the day. Unlucky bastards, says Johnny. Earth Citizen really dropping the Tennessee Titans logos. You might be on a couple of the other streams at Alex. It's okay. The Bears won't get it back, says Noah King. Earth Citizen really flexing right now. Those Tennessee Titans, new logos. DJ Jean says Butterfingers. Just another dude says oof. Oof, oof, oof. The defense soft like Kleenex, says just another dude. William Hodge says, duh, Bears. What would Ronaldo's son do? I don't know. A bombling bear. A bombling bear? Bumbling? Do we have a Bears logo? Do I have the Bears on here? I do. I got duh Bears. And we've got duh Titans. Little logos there for you guys. All right. I hope he sees that, says Daniel. Wait, what did I look for, Daniel? What are we looking for? I'm going to scroll up. What are we looking for, Daniel? Demon said flag. Clint says hi, Robert. Johnny says chat. Let's see. Duh, Bears. Robert drops the Tennessee Titans logos as well. Drago Balboa. DJ Jean nailed it. He says defense, defense. All right, guys. Man, I tell you what. I've not had to call back-to-back football games in a long time. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get up on my feet because I feel like I always bring my best performances when I'm on my feet. I do. I genuinely do. Now, I did do leg day the other day, so my feet are not super. My legs aren't super happy that I'm going to be putting weight on them again, but I think it'll be better for my diaphragm, my posture, my vocal cords, which are super important for me to take care of. Remember, folks, the Bears did burn a timeout earlier to try to convert that 4th down. They converted that 4th down, but the drive stalled out. Now it's the Tennessee Titans here with the football. 1st and 10, Tennessee at their own 48 after recovering the fumble. Play action dropping back. Will Levis on a screen play. Well done. Good blocks up front. This is going to be a 13-yard gain. Nicholas Singleton makes the grab. What a play. It's 1st down, Tennessee. Okay, so watch the screen play here. When they break this huddle, they're going to line up. The defense is going to come in, and the offensive line is going to let them in. They're going to back up all the way, and it's going to feel like the quarterback's about to get got. He'll throw that football there as the pressure comes in. There's all of that getting through. Throws it quickly. That's a beautiful screen. All right, guys, here's the snap on 1st and 10. After that screen play from the 40-yard line, looks like he'll fall forward for a pickup of 1. Call this a 2nd down and 9. This should take us to the end of the quarter, if I'm being honest. Let's see. Clint hadn't seen you since football, says Daniel. You are rocking goal. Thank you, William Hodge. Thank you, Ashley Deverick. Lucrative says a well set up screen is one of the most beautiful things in football. Isn't it though? Isn't it though? I do love watching a good screenplay. That's one of my favorite plays to call when I play Madden, because it just makes everyone fool. And then you hear, after you run that play 2 or 3 times on Madden, you'll hear the players, the linebackers, start calling, screen, screen, screen. Every time you start calling it up, it does pick up there. WWRSD. What would Robert Samora do? Says Draco Balboa. What would Robert do? What would Robert Samora do? I trust that guy. That guy knows what he's doing. How you doing, Mr. Balboa? Appreciate you checking in. I see you dropping some rock and roll musical references. That seems definitely up our alley right there. Drummer friend across the way. What's going on, man? How are you? Okay. Voice is feeling some strain. That's okay. I came in through the window last night. Maroon Commando checks in. What's going on? Kevin is in the chat. Kevin Salter says hello to everybody. Julie For Hope says hi, Kevin. Clint says, yeah, been punting on WNBA. Now the World Cup finished. And while we wait for the NFL to start, says Clint 007. Punting on the WNBA. I'm not surprised, man. Not surprised. Let's see. Hello, Cowboy from an Eagles fan. Great to have you in here, man, even if you are an Eagles fan. 49ers fan, going to be an interesting season. Yes, it will. I need some yum-yum for my tum-tum, says Maximus. I did chicken, rice, and veggies today, my friend, trying to eat clean. These white shirts are definitely unforgiving, and we'll be wearing a lot of white shirts this season. Let's see. I wouldn't bet on that, Mario, says Robert Samora. When we are San Antonio, says Lynn Brown. What's going on, Lynn? Welcome in today. Steven Lenores. How you doing, Steven? Fist bumps to you, brother. Boom. Fist bumps right there. Is Levi coming out? Who's Levi? Lit, my own worst enemy. Yes, Lit is the name of the band. Johnny wasn't just saying lit. Oh, dude, that's lit. That was so dumb. What did one really drunk egg say to the other? Omelet. Get it? Get it? All right, that was bad. All right, folks, let's get back to this. It's 2nd down and 9 as we start the second quarter. Mario has been doing a lot of extra stuff this week outside of just live streaming with other recording here, and his brain's a little fried. 2nd down and 9 coming up right now to start quarter number 2. Football at the Chicago Bears 39-yard line. It is the Tennessee Titans heading in right now. This is going to update here. Don't know why that didn't update just yet, but it will when this play happens. They just switched sides of field, so that's what they're waiting on. A snap, a little play action here. He's going to keep this, and it's the RPO. Will Levis going to run instead of handing that off. Probably would have been better had he handed it off. It's going to be a 1-yard pickup. It's 3rd down and 8 now. Anybody else think that Will Levis was just super overrated in that last draft or in his draft class, and he's in genuine danger of finding himself unemployed? 3rd down and 8 from the 38. Will Levis in a shotgun formation here. Waiting for the snap. 3rd down and 8, looking to KJ Osborne. It's incomplete. Stops the clock. 4th down and 8 coming up with 14 minutes and 13 seconds. Good tight coverage there for the Chicago Bears defense. Over on this right-hand side, you're about to watch the Will Levis play. A bad throw to the right-hand side. I think if he had put that any closer to an actual potential catch, it would have been intercepted. 4th down and 8. At the Chicago 38, you'll see this play. Watch the defense and how close they are on this play. Bad decision-making there. Bad decision-making there. Field goal coming in. It's going to be a very long field goal this time. 56-yarder. It's kicked up. It is good. The field goal is good for the Tennessee Titans. 3 points go on the board. You're going to watch this one as Joey Sly knocks back a 56-yarder. It's 7-6. It's 7-6. Okay. 97-yard touchdown. They're showing that. Whoa, what are they showing here? Why is that in replay mode? Let's refresh this. All right, so there's that field goal. Monster field goal right there. All the confetti that pops up afterwards. That's not half bad. Okay. 14:08 left to go. What's going on with the chat today? Kevin says church tomorrow. Picked Titans. Drago says giggity giggity. Sly cashed me out. Let's effing go, says David Neville. I'm rigged, says Todd Tier. Sigh, I'll be back, guys. Got to go take care of my dogs again. Okay, Ashley, we'll be here. No, it's 6-7, says Maroon Commando. Let's see. Glad to make this as a member, says C. Scorp. Hey, did you get a chance to watch? Glad to make it this as a member. What's going on, C. Scorp? If you haven't checked out the new video here, guys, the general public will be given access to that new video, my rankings video, in about an hour and 10 minutes. So at 7 p.m. tonight here, Central Standard Time, it's going to go live for everyone to watch. Those of you who actually got to watch my prediction ranking video, was I too hard on the Arizona Cardinals? Was I too rough on the Arizona Cardinals? I mean, it just doesn't seem that they can beat any of the teams. Like, they got a really tough schedule. If you compare the Arizona Cardinals schedule to the Detroit Lions schedule, you'd be like, wait, what? Why? I mean, a big part of that, obviously, is the division that they're in, but let's see. Can the Jets go 0-17? No, not this year. The Miami Dolphins will probably go 0-17 this year. The Bears are getting ready to come back onto the field, says Noah King. Cardinals suck. No, the Cardinals suck. No, you were not, says Robert. Okay. Cardinals suck. Trust me, I'm an NFC West girly, says Julie for Hope. I know you know this, that the Pro Bowl got eliminated. I do know that. You don't have much faith in the Cards, that's for sure, says TJ Jean. I don't, dude. I don't. It is the second quarter. Thank you for the update. Let's get back to this game. Wicked awesome research group. Welcome to today's chat, dude. I see you. And look at you helping us out, man. You know what that is? Wicked awesome. That's wicked awesome, dude. We're going to get a kickoff here. The Tennessee Titans are kicking this off. They're sending it to the Chicago Bears. This one does land in the landing zone. Takes a good high bounce at the 10-yard line. The return to the 15, the 20, the 25. Stiff-armed, pushed out of bounds at the 30. It's going to be out at the 31. 1st and 10 for the Chicago Bears. 31-yard line. Okay, the kickoff is going to happen right here. It's going to be returned out to the 31 here. It's like 14:08 left to go. Wish I had some, like, hot tea. Hot tea would be good. Yeah, Cards have sucked for a while. At least we had Fitz, says Lori Mooneyham. Not just Fitz. I mean, Trey McBride is really good. I do think Marvin Harrison Jr. is going to take a step forward. I just don't think that the defense is going to be good enough to help that team win games. This play is going to go backwards here, folks. 1st and 10 from the 31 results in 2nd down and 12 from the 29. The Chicago Bears go backwards on 1st down. The clock is ticking once again. The tackle for loss was made by Williams and Holmes. Let me grab my cheat sheet here once more. Okay. 2nd down and 12. This is that tackle for loss. You're going to see this defense get some solid break through that line. Shotgun formation, the snap coming in, 4-man rush, and it looks like Tyson Bagent delivers a wobbly pass. It will be caught this time at the 34-yard line, so that's a pickup of about 5 on the play. 3rd down and 7 now coming up here. Clock continues to tick as we hit the 13-minute mark. A wobbly pass to Caden Davis. Tyson Bagent still 100% from the field today, guys. That is an interesting stat right there. Tyson Bagent is 8 for 8 today. Shotgun formation. 34-yard line. 3rd down and 7. The snap comes in. It's a blitz. Tyson Bagent in the pocket delivers a cool, calm, and collected pass. It's going to be dropped right now. I think it's going to be forced jarred loose. This is going to be a catch and a fumble. I think it's Tennessee's football. Oh, they're saying keep the clock ticking. Okay, it's 4th down and 1. It stays Bears football. It is Bears football. So Tyson Bagent threw a pass. It was caught, and they recovered their own fumble. Maurice Alexander, he's got a fumble recovery. Maurice Alexander recovers his own fumble, had to make that play. It's 4th down. 4th and 1. The Chicago Bears are lined up to go for it on their own side of midfield at the 40-yard line. Looks like a timeout is going to be called again by the Chicago Bears. It stops the clock with 11:56. Woo! Chicago calls its 2nd timeout of the day. They cut to another commercial break. That was messy. It's Bears football. You jinxed it if it's incomplete, says Jedediah. No, it was caught. It was caught. Dolphins need a new quarterback, says Maximus. Yeah, they do. Lions suck and will always suck, says Serb. Dolphins are in a building year, getting ready to be good next year. What a joke, says Ned Davis. Yeah, the best case scenario for the Miami Dolphins is to tank their entire season. The best case scenario for the Miami Dolphins is to tank their entire season. And I honestly think the same thing is true for the Arizona Cardinals as well. Single back formation, 4th down and 1. The Bears are definitely going for it. Gosh, a sledgehammer of a run. It's going to be a pickup of 2 or 3 yards. He put that guardian cap to use. Roschon Johnson bullies his way with the user truck stick straight through that defense of the Tennessee Titans. Wow. Empty backfield here for 1st and 10. Watch the sledgehammer run straight through the defense here. Here's a drop back. Tyson Bagent is hit on the release. It's almost picked off the hands of a linebacker there. Woo, that was close. Incomplete pass stops the clock. It's 2nd down and 10. Football at the Chicago 43. The Bears still have it. They are approaching midfield. You can see that they have not hit the midfield mark yet. All of this on the right-hand side for your beautiful faces to watch. 2nd down and 10. Shotgun. Motion down towards the bottom of the field. We'll see if he looks to the motion man. It's going to be a handoff here. The motion man on that right-hand side was set up to block. A helmet pops off. Roschon Johnson loses his helmet. The clock is ticking. Roschon Johnson picks up 4 yards on that play. So it brings up a 3rd down and 6. 3rd down and 6. 11:06 left to play in the first half of this game. The Chicago Bears working the ball right now. Chicago Bears moving the football decently. 10:55 here left to go. Empty backfield once again. Tyson Bagent waits for the snap. He does the Kamehameha, wants the football, doesn't get it here, makes a quick change at the line. There's the snap. There's the blitz. Has to let it go. He is hit on the release, but it is caught. And it's going to be a Chicago Bears 1st down. 1st down, Bears. Okay, here we go. That's a tough play. Watch how close he is to getting hit. He is in the process of being hit when he lets go of this football. There's your empty backfield. He's the only player in that backfield here. Here's the snap and a handoff on 1st and 10. It's going to be a 4-yard gain. Oh, my gosh. That was so close to getting sacked on that play, dude. Okay, 2nd down and 6 coming up. What you're about to see on your TV screens here, what you're about to see on this YouTube channel here is that 1st and 10 play that picks up 4 yards. 2nd and 6 is what's on my TV screen, my live feed here. Yeah. 2nd and 6, 9:40. Snap comes in. It's a handoff to the right-hand side. Looks like patiently trying to find some gaps. Britton Brown will pick up about 5 yards on this one. Solid run. for Britton Brown. And I've currently got him here as the third-year man out of UCLA, 6'1". He's actually the tallest running back out of all of the Bears running backs. I do like Kyle Monangai, though. He's actually the shortest of all of their running backs. How are both DeAndre Swift and Kyle Monangai the shortest running backs on the Bears squad, and they're the top two guys on this team? Here's a snap. Here's a handoff. This is going to be, looks like no gain on 3rd down and 1. 4th down and 1 coming up. Okay, nobody cheat right now. Nobody cheat. I want you to take a guess. How tall, just take a guess, how tall is DeAndre Swift? Nobody cheat. How tall is DeAndre Swift? I want to know if anybody out here. Chicago. Cheers, man. Thanks. 4th down coming up right now. Shotgun formation. Trips on the left-hand side. Waiting for the snap here. On 4th down and 2. The snap comes in. The blitz dialed up again. Bagent connects on 4th down. Down at the 28-yard line. And a Tennessee Titans player is immediately holding on to this right side. Guys, 5'8" is the correct answer. He is 5'8". DeAndre Swift and Kyle Monangai, 5'8". So there's hope. 4th down has just been converted, folks. Watch the 4th down play right now. The 4th down play right here, solid move all the way out to the 28-yard line. Motion on the field. You got trips on the left-hand side and one on the right. 1st and 10 from the 28. Little bootleg, little play action. Goes to the left-hand side. Tyson Bagent's on the run. He gets to the 20, the 15, the 10, the truck stick down at the 5. It's good for a 1st down. Okay, watch the misdirection here. This is why I love this graphic on the right-hand side, guys. It's going to be play action. Bagent is going to run out towards this left-hand side. Watch this move here. He's going to fake the handoff and work his way to the right. That motion, I hope you saw that motion. That was there to help protect. Everyone starts going to the right. He keeps. He points his finger and is on the run. Picks up a ton of yardage on that play. Watch this replay one more time here. Watch the replay one more time. I love that situation here. 1st and goal. It's a handoff. Looks like it's not going to go very far. No gain on this next play, guys. It brings up a 2nd down. 2nd down and goal. Okay, so no gain on this play that you're about to see. I got 2nd and goal coming up right now. 6 minutes and 30 seconds left to play in the first half of this football game. Thank you. Six minutes and 18 seconds here left to go. Motion on the field towards the top of the screen again. This is just to help balance the numbers. Dropping back, looking in that direction. Tyson Bagent is going to throw it and connect. It's going to be a 3-yard gain. It's going to bring up a 3rd down and goal. Instead of being at the 6, though, they're now at the 3. So, actually at the 2. 3rd and goal at the Tennessee 2-yard line. This team is inside the red zone. The Chicago Bears are knocking on the door. Can they punch it in from here? It's 3rd down and goal. Chicago Bears have a 1-point lead right now. Robert Saleh looking to see if his defense can make a stop here. 3rd down and goal. Bagent steps back. It's going to be a handoff to the running back, and this is going to be stuffed again. It's 4th down and goal. This play goes almost nowhere. 4th and goal at the Tennessee 2. Roschon Johnson cannot convert. So 4th and goal. You're about to watch it happen here. This is the 3rd down play. You'll see additional help coming in to block on this play. It's still not going to be enough. It's still not going to be enough. All right, here comes the 4th down and goal. Bagent takes the snap on 4th down. He looks right. He looks left. He tries to slip away. Backpedaling. Back of the end zone. It's got Maurice Alexander. Touchdown, Bears! Chicago is in with a touchdown. Watch this play here. Under duress. Tyson Bagent had to backpedal when he let go of that football. He faked the handoff. He stepped out left, and the pocket started crumbling around him. Here he is. He steps to the left. He's got a man in his face. He's backpedaling, and he throws while backpedaling to the back of the end zone. Not an easy thing to do. There's a flag on the extra point attempt. Let's see what this is going to be. Flag on the PAT. All right, guys. The PAT, there's a flag. They're calling this false start offense. Is that what he's saying here? I think he might be calling false start offense. Hang on. No, they're calling this illegal formation by the Titans here. The extra point attempt is going to be successful. They're going to enforce this on the kickoff here. So it looks like the PAT is good, and the score is now 14-6. Okay, cool. 14-6. When we get back, what a play, man. I'm so happy to have football back, dude. I'm so glad that we have football back. So glad. I am. I really am. What's up, guys? Welcome to Football Nation. My name is Mario. I am your host. If this is your first time watching this live stream, welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are experimenting with some new technology here. As y'all can see, we do have a 3D rendering of the game, and it is data that is coming in through the NFL. So we've got NFL data slipping in. Not slipping in, it's being passed to us thanks to Fan Live allowing us to have access to this really cool new technology so that they can test it out. Need to get Mario to 150K. We need to get to that 150K. Owl on the prowl. That would be awesome. Our goal for today was to get to 148.2, which means we need 41 new subscribers. We need 41 new subscribers. Currently in this chat, we got 478 people watching right now. Guys, it's Saturday. It's the final game of the preseason. Looks like our average view duration is slowly crawling up right now. Appreciate you guys. About 219 likes on this live stream. I think we could beat that. I think we can get this live stream to at least 300 likes. We don't need everyone to smash that like button, but of you watching right now, if you haven't smashed that like button just yet, please don't forget to do so. My name is Mario. I mentioned that one already. What I want to show you guys here is the Chicago Bears. Chicago Bears, ladies and gentlemen. Chicago Bears. Bears versus Panthers in Week 1. In Week 2, Vikings at Bears. Week 3, Monday Night Football, Eagles at Bears. Week 4, Jets at Bears. Week 5, Packers at Bears. I could see the Bears going 3-2. I think they lose to the Eagles, and I think they lose to the Packers. And the Bears start 3-2. That's just my own random person opinion. B. Boru says, stay old school, bro. Stay old school, says B. Boru. Ooh. So, B. Boru, you don't like this, huh? Okay, I'm actually curious to see. We're going to actually put this up to a vote because this is going to be the last chance that we get to do this. Here's the kickoff, guys. This kickoff return is not going to go very far. They're going to be brought down, looks like at the 16-yard line here. Let's see. Simple one. Simple yes or no. Makes it super easy. All right, folks. Well, there was a flag on that play. There's also a holding here. Tennessee is going to start this drive on the 10-yard line. So at the 10-yard line, ladies and gentlemen, 4 minutes and 50 seconds left to play in the first half of this game. Will Levis is still in at quarterback for the Tennessee Titans. Break. They're going to line up here. From the 10-yard line, Will Levis in an offset I formation. Will Levis steps back, Slight motion on the field. It's going to be a play action. Levis is in trouble. He lets it go with pressure in front of him. It will be caught. Looks like it'll be a gain of about 2, though. Not a massive gain here. Call it a gain of 3. It brings up a 2nd down and 7. Let's get this clock ticking right now. So out here on the right-hand side, folks, you are going to see the play that I just called. It's going to be Will Levis in trouble, under duress. He's going to throw the football forward. It's going to be a slight 3-yard gain. 4 minutes and 20 seconds left to go in the first half of this football game. This time it's a single back formation on the TV screen. The snap comes in. It's going to be a handoff and a tackle for loss as the Bears drive them back to the 10-yard line. 2nd and 7 from the Tennessee 13 becomes 3rd down and 10. Great job there by the Chicago Bears defense. So on this play, I want you to pay attention to the white jerseys, not the blue ones. Watch the Chicago Bears defense break through that offensive line and get a solid play. Here we go, folks. The next play happening on my TV screen is this 3rd down and 10. Will Levis in a shotgun formation. 2 receivers left, 2 receivers right. The snap comes in. Will Levis looks to the right, looks to the deliver this one. Oh, almost intercepted. Will Levis throws this to Lewis, who's wearing a Bears jersey. Football ends up not being caught. It's 4th down and 10. Bad throw by Will Levis. Again, about to get tagged on the play. He throws it into double coverage. So watch Will Levis's pass here get almost intercepted in this double coverage. It's going to be out there. Yeah, follow this guy. Why? And I mean, it was basically just as bad. All right, folks, here we go. There's the snap. There is the punt. This one goes back. It's going to be at the 31. So 31, 32, 33, 34, 40, 45, 50, 55, down to the 40, down to the 30, across midfield. And I know there's not a 55-yard line, but from an officiating standpoint, we used to say that just to help keep ourselves in line. Great job this time. A monster kick return, a monster punt return, moves the football 39 yards, guys. Watch this. Okay, a 39-yard punt return. Talk about a boot. And then he just finds space. That right-hand side, good blocking up front, takes it all the way across midfield, down at the 30. We got a 1st and 10 at the Tennessee 31 coming up now for the Chicago Bears. Already inside of field goal range, Tyson Bagent is under center right now. 1st and 10 at the 31. They lined up quickly here. Bagent takes the snap, fakes the handoff. Pocket holds, delivers a pass through the middle. It's caught 5 yards beyond the line of scrimmage. Looks like Alexander makes the grab, but there's a flag on the play. Offensive holding here. Flag against the Chicago Bears. It's a holding. 10-yard penalty. Replay. 1st down. 1st and 20 coming up. It backs him up from the 31 to the 41. 1st and 20. Let's go ahead and type this one in. 3:05 here left to go. Brick. They line up. Chicago Bears. Shotgun formation just at the edge of field goal range. Low snap coming in. Quick release throw on the left-hand side. Too much shimmy. Too much shake. Not enough bake. It's going to go backwards again. 2nd down and 22. Tackled for a loss there. Scotty Miller loses yardage. Uh-oh. 2.5 minutes left to play. We're approaching the 2-minute warning. 2nd down and 22. Apollo Hanzo, what's going on? Titans coaching is horrendous, says B. Boru. All right, dropping back, looking right, throwing right. It's caught at about the 32-yard line. This is going to be a gain of 11. So a pickup of 11 for Thomas on that side makes it a 3rd down and 11. Someone saying it's pronounced Bagent, not Bagent. All right. Well, Bagent. I'm expecting Miller Moss or Case Keenum to come out here in just a second at this point. Alrighty, folks, the Chicago Bears are currently up. It's 14-6 right now, and it looks like we are going to go to a quick commercial break. So that was the 11-yard catch that we had just talked about from Tyson Bagent. Here's the replay of that 11-yard catch. This did take us to the 2-minute warning, so let me stop the clock here. 2 minutes. And when we get back, it's 3rd down and 11 at the 32-yard line. Someone said Saleh will fix it. I'd make me some will. There isn't a better place than right here for sports, says Owl on the Prowl. Thank you, Owl on the Prowl. Looks like Terry Simpson, says Owl on the Prowl. Hey there. What's up, Terry Simpson? How are you? David Hampton says, get him. Well said, Owl Man, says Drago Balboa. Appreciate y'all being live with us today. We are on the hunt to find the elusive 150,000 subscriber mark and then get our way up to the next rung, which is 200,000. What? 200? A 200 stick? Nah. Can we get a 200 stick? I don't know, dude. That would be fun, though. That'd be pretty cool. That would be cool. Uncle Teddy. What's going on, Uncle Teddy? Do we have any newbies in the chat right now? Anybody who's first time watching this live stream, first, second, or third? You know what? First 5 times watching. Did you just discover this channel during preseason? Are you a preseason discoverer? If you are a preseason discoverer, talk to me, man. Let's see who you guys are in this chat. Your goal should be Tom Grossi level. My goal is well beyond Tom Grossi level, bro. Tom Grossi's sitting at 1 million subscribers. If you go back to last year's games, I have multiple games on my shelf that beat his, including the Super Bowl, where we pulled in 1.7 million views, which is like way more than whatever Tom Grossi pulled in. So we're already at his level on some different levels, for the record, and that's facts there, bro. 1.7 million views for this year's Super Bowl, this last year's Super Bowl. And I keep tabs on Grossi, by the way. I do. Noobs, Todd Tier, hello. Today is my birthday, says Storm Network. Happy birthday, Storm Network. Peace up, I see you. Looks like Isaiah says, last year I found you. Chicago says, just seen this today. What up, Chicago Mondo? Welcome in. Bienvenidos. I discovered during the NBA playoffs and World Series, says Courtney Fact. Rams might win Super Bowl with a rookie. Nice, says Terry. Happy birthday. I don't think he does try too hard. I think it's the exact opposite. I think I try too hard. I do think Tom Grossi is genuine, though. I think that Tom Grossi's a trailblazer, dude. I genuinely love what he has done for this entire scape that is sports commentary. I would much rather follow Tom Grossi's lead than follow Chet Sports' lead, if that makes sense. Like, I would rather be raising money for charity than drinking and spinning a random wheel to get effed up on camera to make a couple of extra bucks. See the difference there between the two? Anyways, I got nothing but love for Tom Grossi and the Grossi posse, and I do tend to throw shade at Chat Sports from time to time. Doesn't matter, guys. 4th down is coming up right now. It's 4th down and 2. We start the clock with 1 minute and 41 seconds left to go in the first half here. 4th down and 2. A minute and a half here left to play in the first half. They are going to go for it on this down. Okay, let's zoom this out a little bit. Snap and a handoff this time. Oh, on 4th down, it's not enough. The tackle was made. And it's going to be a turnover on downs. The Tennessee Titans get the football back with 1:19. 1:19 left to go. The Tennessee Titans force a turnover on downs. 4th down and 1. And the Chicago Bears could not convert that 4th down. So now 1:19 here left to go. I'm going to refresh my screen here. Looks like a timeout has been called. Wouldn't probably need one. TV timeout maybe? We'll see. Saleh is magic. This game is banana sandwich, says Jedediah. Justified shots fired, says Lucrative. Sports Fury as well. They're kind of smaller, I think. Sports Fury is I don't know. They're good. I like Sports Fury too. They've got a very different feel to their live stream though. Those guys are fun to watch. I totally get the appeal of having two commentators on a live stream as well. They're mostly like in the basketball niche though, and yeah, I got nothing but love for those boys too out at Sports Fury, man. Those guys are good people too. I like talking with them. The few times that I've popped into their channel, they're always really nice to me. I know Tom Grossi recognizes me too because whenever I pop in as Football Nation and I leave a comment, he was one of the first people to say congratulations on hitting 100,000 subscribers. So, you know, I got nothing but love for those guys. I got nothing but love for them. Flashback, says B. Boru. I need the Bears. Now, can you put the Flames back on the Titans tee? Stunt Girl, I guess I could, man. Owl on the Prowl says, plus we got Santino over here. B. Boru says, last play. Philly Mike is good. You should try to collab with Philly Mike. Okay. Okay. I like Sports Fury, though. B. Boru says, I like me. Random says, even as a Bears fan, I respect Tom Grossi, although it all feels wrong. Yeah, I get that, dude. It's funny that you said that because I was thinking the exact same thing, Random, to Jedediah talking about Philly Mike. Since I'm a Dallas Cowboys fan, you know, if I went to go watch Philly Mike's stuff, I would feel weird about it. Random Ryan feels weird watching the Grossi Posse, even though because he's a Bears fan. So, yeah, man, I absolutely get it. Someone said the Sports Fury is not covering this game. Most smart content creators are probably not covering this game. It's kind of a burn of 4 hours, but like I said, man, I want to be in mid-season form when week 1 starts. I don't want to be stumbling and bumbling and fumbling over play calling or the different things that I've got with my systems. We've got a manual scoreboard. We've got new technology we're tinkering with. I want to make sure I can make my transitions from game 1 to game 2, and every snap in the preseason that I can get, I am glad to take. Here's a throw to the left-hand side. It will be caught. 1st and 10 becomes 2nd down and 5. Football moves out to the 27-yard line from the Tennessee 22. So 22 to the 27-yard line. It's 2nd down and 5. Football caught by Tyron Montgomery. This time a snap. Will Levis looks to the right, connects again. It is going to be enough for a 1st down. Looks like a pickup of 8. 1st down, Tennessee Titans. No huddle offense. This time it was Kylan Granson who picks up the 8 yards. 50 seconds left to go. Another snap comes in. Will Levis to the right. It's caught just shy of the 40. Looks like down at about the throw. They're going to call this forward progress, ends inbound, so timeout needs to be burned here by the Tennessee Titans. Titans going to need to burn a timeout. It's 2nd down and 8 after a 2-yard pickup here. So you'll see a couple of really quick plays happening over on the right-hand side, guys. The next play is going to be a play that goes all the way to the top of the screen. It's going to look like he went out of bounds with forward progress. That would have stopped the clock. Unfortunately, he was pushed backwards inbounds. Therefore, the clock was ticking, and the timeout had to be called by Tennessee. So the Titans had to be forced into a timeout. 44 seconds left to go. It's 2nd down and 7. Shotgun formation this time. Waiting for the snap, Will Levis with a man to his left. Takes the snap. Drops back. 4-man rush. Will Levis flicks the wrist. It's caught across midfield, out of bounds at the 41-yard line. Way to stop the clock right there. Well done. Will Levis connects with Xavier Restrepo, a man who's been, you know, is he going to be that kind of support for Cam Ward someday? Well, looks like that play will put a blip on Coach's radar. Last season, Restrepo had just 3 receptions for 41 yards. He's looking for another year. He wants to stay on this squad. That was a good play that you just saw right there from Xavier Restrepo. Shotgun formation. Trips on the right-hand side. Blitz dialed up right now. Will Levis against the blitz. Launches this to the end zone. Dropped at the goal line. Second down and 10. Bro, that was yours, you bum. Will Levis looking for Tyron Montgomery on that play. So Will Levis delivered a really good pass, if I'm being honest. It went right through the hands. He straight up went right through his arms. That's embarrassing, dude. You got to catch that. 41-yard line shotgun formation. Threw his arms on that play. Dropped a dime, bro. Snap comes in. Dropping back. Will Levis lets it fly. Levis hits a man on the move. It's caught on the right-hand side. This time it's Restrepo again. Good for 21. And he goes out of bounds, killing the clock. Hurry up offense looking good, or I should say 2-minute offense looking good. First down, Tennessee. Oh, one of the defenders clips his feet or something. Xavier Restrepo breaks away on a corner, like on a bench route. Watch this. Watch Restrepo go up and then bank off to the side. So here's the run up. There's the bank off to the side on that bench. Good corner route. I'll take that corner route. I like that. That was a good play. First and 10 coming up. This time from the 20-yard line. It will be caught, and it looks like it's going to be maybe a 1-yard gain. Second down and 9 with 20 seconds left to go. Timeout is called immediately. We are inside the red zone. Tennessee looking to do some damage. Okay. So here's the play that will make it a second down and 9. It's just a 1-yard catch right here. Tennessee is inside the red zone. Okay, we've got people running on and off the field right now. Looks like the water boys out there squirting water bottles everywhere. Will Levis has completed 13 of 20 passes today for 128 yards, guys. 13 of 20. Excuse me. What did I just say? Is that right? 13 of 20? Yes, 13 of 20 for 128. Snap comes in, this time from the 19-yard line. Will Levis just says, get this thing away from me. Throws the football with 16 seconds left to go. There's a flag on the play. Find out what this flag is. Find out what this flag is. Holding on the offense. And offsides on the other side. They're going to replay this down. Unless they need a 10-second runoff. Offensive holding penalty. Offensive offsides is declined. So the offsides is declined. The holding is accepted. This is going to bring up a replay of second down. Second down and 19. Second down and 19. It was against Pat Coogan. At least the camera's focused on Coogan right now. 16 seconds left to play. This puts them at the Chicago 29-yard line, guys. Watch this back up. They're going to move back a few yards here. Just shy of the 30 now. Shotgun formation. Will Levis waits for the snap. The snap comes in. It's a 4-man rush. Will Levis has time to survey. He dissects this, and a tackle made. Looks like a timeout will need to be called right away here as well. 8 seconds milked off the clock. Timeout is called by Robert Saleh. They have one timeout remaining here at this point. With 8 seconds left to go, it is going to be a first down here, y'all. Big catch on the left-hand side. Okay, watch this play. Because Will Levis held on to the football longer than I like to see for a quarterback, but he did find Xavier Restrepo again today. There's Restrepo. Good thinking there. Restrepo kind of got tripped up as he made that catch on a 15-yard pickup. It's third down and 4, guys, after that catch. The timeout was called. Actually, the Titans have no timeouts remaining. It was right the first time. Third timeout was taken there by the Tennessee Titans. Here we go. Camera is now focusing on Xavier Restrepo. Restrepo showing that he belongs on this squad. Today, he's got 57 yards. The snap comes in. Will Levis on third down and 4 shoots to the end zone. Flag on the play. 5 seconds to go. Let's find out what this is. Could be a pass interference against Blackwell. We'll see what the officials have to say. Could be a flag on Blackwell. Oh. Personal foul. Face mask. Defense number 39. Got his fingers in that face mask. Flag came in. He knew it immediately. 5 seconds left to go. It's 1st and goal here now, guys. An automatic first down after that penalty. 1st and goal from the 7. They're going to get like one shot at this. Snap comes in. Will Levis to the left. Lets it fly. One hand. No. Clock stops with 1 second left to go. The Tennessee Titans will get one final shot. Crazy. 1 second, really? 1 second left to go. Looking to Montgomery again this time. Incomplete pass. Bring out Xavier. Give me some Restrepo. You'll see this pass to the left-hand side, guys. It's going to be a decent pass. Joey Sly is going to kick a field goal here, guys. They're going to take the points. They're not going to go for it here to end the half. So Joey Sly kicks this one up and in, and it is good to end the half for the Tennessee Titans. Whoa, let's do that again. Got it. Okay. Dude. What a day it has been. That'll take us to the end of the first half, guys. Let's go ahead and put 13 seconds on the clock. We'll start the clock. We'll make it halftime. We'll turn this off. Then we should be good. Are y'all ready for halftime trivia? Let's do it. Okay, do I even have the right trivia quiz up? Don't even know if I set up the right trivia quiz. I did. Do I remember the questions on the trivia quiz? I don't. Well, this will be fun for everyone then. Let's do this. Do your best and forget the rest. That's what I'm going to do here. Let's start with question number 1. Which Bears legend won the 1977 NFL MVP award? Was it Walter Payton, Gale Sayers, or Mike Singletary? This one is probably the easiest of all the questions here. You may have heard of this award at some point in your lives. The answer is Walter Payton. The answer is Walter Payton, guys, won the NFL MVP award in 1977. The Bears running back rushed for a career-best 1,852 yards and 14 touchdowns in just 14 games that season. Here's question number 2. Which Titans running back wore the retired number 27? Is it Derrick Henry, Chris Johnson, or Eddie George? So the number 27 is now retired for the Tennessee Titans. Who used to wear that number? Who used to wear that number? Do you know, ladies and gentlemen, do you know? The answer, Eddie George wore the number 27. Not much to explain except that's a picture of Eddie George, and he's wearing the number 27. Pretty straightforward, if I do say so myself. How are you guys doing in the chat so far? Anybody 2 for 2? Anybody 2 for 2? Let's go to the next one. All right, guys. Who scored Chicago's first touchdown in Super Bowl 20? Was it Walter Payton, Jim McMahon, or Matt Suhey? A, B, or C? A, B, or C? And I think it's Suhey, but my pronunciations have been needing some work. Walter Payton, Jim McMahon, or Matt Suhey? The answer is Matt. 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 Okay. Next question. All right, guys, who coached the Tennessee Titans to its first Super Bowl? Is it Jeff Fisher, Bum Phillips, or Mike Vrabel? A, B, or C? A, B, or C? Who coached the Tennessee Titans to its first Super Bowl? Jeff Fisher, Bum Phillips, or Mike Vrabel? Terry says Jeff Fisher. M. Harp says Fisher. Most of you guys who said Fisher got it right. It's Jeff Fisher. Look at that mustache, man. I'm sure he probably went into NASCAR afterwards. He looks like a NASCAR kind of guy. That NASCAR guy? You do NASCAR? Yeah, you do NASCAR. Actually, I don't know if he does. Let's go to the next question. We're going to go back to that one Super Bowl. Who scored Chicago's defensive touchdown back in Super Bowl 20? Was that Mike Singletary, Reggie Phillips, or Richard Dent? Ooh, I'll give you a hint here. It happened in the third quarter. Oh. Someone says Richard Dent. Someone says Mike Singletary. Jedediah says B sounds good. Jedediah, B is good. B is good, Jedediah. Reggie Phillips scored Chicago's defensive touchdown in Super Bowl 20. A 28-yard return, by the way, a pick six on that one. That was back in 1986. All right, guys, who won Defensive Rookie of the Year for the Tennessee Titans back in 1999? Was that Samari Rolle, Javon Kearse, or Keith Bullock? Yeah, someone just said that was too easy. Good luck with this one. Good luck with this one. If you know the answer to this one, you are an absolute legend. You must be either a crazy football know-it-all or a diehard Tennessee Titans fan, or pretty good at guessing at 30%. Javon Kearse was known as the Freak, and he won the 1999 AP NFL Defensive Rookie of the Year award for the Tennessee Titans, guys. That year, he had 14.5 sacks as a rookie. Next question. Who led Chicago with 7 interceptions in the 2025 regular season? Was it Kevin Byard, Tremaine Edmonds, or Nashawn Wright? This is a last year question. We're going to a current event right now. Who led the Chicago Bears last year with 7 interceptions? A, B, or C? The correct answer here is Kevin Byard, folks. Kevin Byard III led the Chicago Bears with 7 interceptions in the 2025 regular season. He returned those picks for 91 yards. Why is everyone saying Nashawn Wright? Everybody just rolling with what everyone else said. Who led the Tennessee Titans with 17 tackles for loss in the 2025 regular season? Was it Cedric Gray, Cody Barton, or Jeffrey Simmons? Who led Tennessee with 17 tackles? 17 tackles for loss last year, guys. 17 tackles for loss. The correct answer here, guys, is Jeffrey Simmons. 17 tackles for loss in the 2025 season. He also led the team in sacks with 11. So 17 tackles for loss and 11 sacks. Yeah, someone says Big Jeff. Yup, Nick Nunley, it's Big Jeff. Question number 9. I got 2 more for you, ladies and gentlemen. Question number 9. Which Bears player competed in WrestleMania 2? Was it Will Perry, Walter Payton, or Mike Ditka? Oh, this is a good one. In WrestleMania 2, I have too many of you guys asking me about wrestling here to not ask this question. Too many of you guys asking me about wrestling. Well, the answer is Will Perry, the fridge, the refrigerator. William the Refrigerator Perry was in WrestleMania 2. Not just him, guys. The offensive tackle, Jimbo Covert, was also there, but Perry is the most commonly associated with that event. Here's question number 10. Folks, former Titan star Eddie George, who was mentioned earlier in this quiz, made his Broadway debut performing in which musical? Was it Hamilton, Chicago, or Lion King? I bet you didn't know that. Eddie George went from being a football player to being a musical theater performer. I did musical theater too, I get it. But he was on Broadway playing a defense attorney in the production of Chicago. That was a defense attorney by the name of Billy Flynn after he played in the NFL. That's pretty wild, huh? He was in Chicago. Although Hamilton is my favorite musical out of that list. That was back in 2016, by the way. Okay, cool. How'd you guys do, man? You guys do okay on that trivia quiz? T Nasty says WTF. Ironic says Pebble. Yeah. That's why we left that question in here, because we are playing against the Chicago Bears, or the Tennessee Titans, I should say, are playing against the Chicago Bears. That's not ironic. That's just coincidental. Sorry about that. Let's go ahead and fix this. Mark McKay says, I sucked. Patrick Wonder says, crap, I was supposed to clean the bathtub at halftime, and I played this quiz instead. Mario got me in trouble, says Patrick Wonder. Oh, man, thanks for playing, Patrick. 4 out of 5, 3 or 4, I can't remember, says Julie. Only got 2 right. 5 out of 10, says Kevin. Okay with trivia, with Titans trivia. Very bad at Bears trivia, says O2RR. 6 out of 10. 10 out of 10 for Courtney. Terry Simpson says, I almost answered Chicago for that very reason, says Terry. Did you really? Gotta trust that gut. Gotta trust that gut, Terry. Hamilton is rad, says Courtney. Girl, you already know. That is my favorite musical of all time. I love that production. I'm a huge fan of Lin-Manuel Miranda. If you haven't seen like the Disney show or the Disney movie Encanto, the music for that one is great. Hamilton was fantastic. Let's see. Stunt Girl says Perry Mason with Della and Paul. I think it's William Perry. He advanced Walter Payton into the end zone. The first tush push, and then it was illegal, says Stunt Girl. 10 first time. 50% is good. Beep Waru says 5 out of 5. 5 out of 5. Can't believe I missed the Titans questions. Hey, 5 out of 5, that's not the worst, man. 5 out of 5 is 50%, or 5 and 5 is 50%. You're basically on par with Will Levis right now. Will Levis is actually outperforming that right there. Will Levis today is 14 of 22. Tyson Bagent is 16 of 17 for 208 yards and 2 touchdowns. He's got 20 fantasy points in the first half of this game. Tyson Bagent does. But we're not going to see them during the regular season, guys. During the regular season, I do expect the Tennessee Titans to be rolling with this ragtag group of guys here. The Tennessee Titans on the up front as when the season actually starts. Let's go ahead and rerun this right now. We got a few moments left. Okay, let me move this over. I'm going to get on my feet real quick. I might need to bust out my treadmill and start walking just to get my blood flowing here. Tennessee Titans, Cam Ward, ladies and gentlemen, is going to be the starting quarterback. Tony Pollard, the starting running back next to him. Carnell Tate, Wan'Dale Robinson, and Calvin Ridley. Guys, Wan'Dale Robinson, coming off his first 1,000-yard season, or coming off a 1,000-yard season in the New York Giants uniform. He's now wearing a Tennessee Titans uniform. And Wan'Dale Robinson, this must be someone that Brian Daboll, new offensive coordinator for the Tennessee Titans, was like, yo, Robert, we need this guy. Mr. Saleh, yo, Saleh, we got to pick this guy up. And so they went out and got Wan'Dale Robinson. They also drafted Carnell Tate, and Calvin Ridley is scheduled, or is expected to be healthy this season. This offense, as far as personnel goes, they're more than capable of toppling some of the other teams in that AFC South. And for the record, I do not think that the Jacksonville Jaguars are going to be nearly as good as they were last year. They won 13 games last year. That's not happening again this year. They've got much tougher competition as well. Yeah, I just don't see that happening. Tennessee Titans defense, we did see a lot of changes to the defense. Anyways, the second half is about to get started, guys. Players are taking the field here. I've already walked earlier myself, says Christian. Let's see. I'm glad, says B. Boru. Move left and right so we see all of the players, says Jared. Yep. Let's see. Do you have airboat graphics? Airboat graphics? I mean, I can get airboat graphics. Let's bring this up. Tate is boom or bust, says B. Boru. Yeah, we will see. We will see if Carnell Tate actually shows up this rookie year. He should be decent, but we'll see. Folks, second half now getting started. It is the start of the third quarter. Let's get the kickoff going. This kickoff is returned to the 30. Call it the 35-yard line. It stops the clock here. 1st and 10 coming up now for the Chicago Bears, who have the football here to start the second half. Don't call me Miss Arnie, says B. Boru. Your scoreboard should read 14-9. Thank you. The score is 14-9 right now. Nick Nunley, you are absolutely right. I hit the reset button earlier. All right, folks, here we go. 1st and 10, single back formation. Here is the snap, a little play action, dropping back, looking right, throwing right, dropping the football. It's incomplete. This will bring up a 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10 coming up. 2nd down and 10. 14 minutes and 53 seconds left to go. We do have a new quarterback out there on the field for the Chicago Bears. It is Case Keenum running the football and running the show for Chicago right now. Break! The Chicago Bears will line up. You guys just watched this single back formation play on my screen right now. It's 2nd and 10 out of the shotgun. From the 34-yard line, Case Keenum throws this into the dirt. There are flags that come in on the play. Let's find out what this penalty is. False start. Offense, number 63. 5-yard penalty. Replay, 2nd down. So 2nd down and 15 coming up here. This puts them at the Chicago 29. The Bears are backed up to their own 29-yard line after that penalty. Jags will kick ass, I thought, says B. Boru. I don't think so. Nitro, funny car sound, and smell. What? True story at Kids' Choice Awards. Okay. Shotgun formation here, 2nd down and 15. They're going to run this play again. This time with trips to the right. It's thrown up the middle, caught at the 35-yard line. Looks like they're calling it the 34-yard line. 5-yard pickup, 3rd down and 10 coming up now. 3rd and 10 for Case Keenum. Can Case Keenum pick up a 1st down right now? J.P. Richardson just made that 5-yard grab for Case. 14:30 left to go here. It's 3rd down. You're going to see the 2nd down play happening here. It'll be a 5-yard catch on my screen over here. I've got a 3rd down and 10 motion on the field from the top of the screen towards the bottom. This man lines up in the slot. Here is the snap. It's low. A 4-man rush. Looking right, throwing right. It's caught on the right-hand side. And that should be good here for a 1st down. It is. Catch. 1st down, Chicago Bears. A sideline toe-tapping 11-yard catch for Xavier Thomas. Case Keenum was looking out in that direction, finds the man. Watch it over here on the right-hand side, guys. Out of this shotgun. There's the motion on the field that I was mentioning. The snap will come in. He'll look to the guy at the number 2 spot as he drops back, and he'll let this thing fly out to that sideline. So now 1st and 10, it's going to be a handoff here, a 2-yard pickup, 2nd down and 8 coming up now for the Chicago Bears. Clock is ticking, 13 and a half minutes here left to go. T Nasty says money, money, money. 13 minutes and 17 seconds here left to play in quarter number 3. 2nd down and 8. Case Keenum points into the defense here. On 2nd down and 8, the snap comes in. Case Keenum floats it overhead. It's going to be underthrown right there. He was trying to find Roschon Johnson. The incomplete pass will stop the clock with 13:02. Incomplete pass. 13:02 left to go. 3rd down and 8 at the Chicago 47. The Bears still need to cross midfield. So on this play, Case Keenum had time Now, he was trying to float this down to the bottom of the screen to Roschon Johnson, watch him out of the backfield, but there was a defender tracking him and shadowing him the whole way. There was not really any space right there. This next play is a 3rd down and 8. The snap comes in, a blitz dialed up. Case Keenum slips away. Keenum is then tripped, and down he goes. He will lose yardage. He's down at the 45, and it's going to bring up a 4th down and 10. Clock is ticking as they go backwards. 4th down and 10. It's time for the Bears to punt. It's time for the Bears to punt. Jake says hello. What's up, Jake? Jake is in the chat. Jake OT or O6T says hi. Showcase Keenum. Pray for Bruce Willis. Bench Keenum. Put the load on. There's the punt on 4th down and 11. Looks like a fair catch is signaled at the 6-yard line maybe here. So 1st and 10 coming up now for the Tennessee Titans. 1st and 10 coming up. Oh, there's a flag on the play. Let's find out what this flag is. If you can't fix it, duck it, says Joe. Duh, Bears, says James. Looks like a holding on the receiving team, number 45, half the distance to the goal right now. It's going to be 1st down. So 1st down for the Tennessee Titans. They start this drive on the 3, dude. That's going to be a very, very long drive for Tennessee. Jedediah says, I just need them to start running the ball. Think I'm going to have no problem hitting the 200 yards for the Titans now. Rockies should move to San Antonio. Oh, don't play with me, man. If the Colorado Rockies moved to San Antonio, they would be the San Antonio what? What would the baseball team be? Because we couldn't be the Rockies. We could be the San Antonio Chanclas. We've already got the Flying Chanclas. We do. It's literally our AAA Missions baseball right there. San Antonio Missions. Good Kansas City Chiefs, says Jake. Bring it on, Arnie. Alamo, says David Hampton. You know what? Let me see if I can pull up this graphic. I do have a fun graphic here that I can show you guys. What do I got here? I'd have to turn this off, this off, this off, and change this image to... This is my full schedule for the Tennessee Titans. This video is about to drop right now. Tennessee Titans logo. No, Tennessee Titans. Where is it? Where are you? Week 1. No, Titans logo. No. Broncos schedule. This is Broncos schedule. That's a different division. Titans schedule prediction. Sweet. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and actually bring this in. I'm going to have to shrink this down. Okay, this is what I have for the Tennessee Titans. I'm sorry, Tennessee Titans fans. This is my actual predictions here for Football Nation. It's going to be rough here, Tennessee Titans fans. But week 1 against the New York Jets, that's a win. But then they play the Philadelphia Eagles. I got them losing. They play the New York Giants. I got them losing. They play the Ravens. I got them losing. They play the Texans. I got them losing. They play the Colts. I got them losing, although they could win this game and this game, either that game against the Giants or this game against the Colts. In week 7, they will beat the Cleveland Browns. Week 8 against the Bengals, I got them losing. In week 9, it's a bye week. I've got them beating the Jacksonville Jaguars at home, so the Titans are going to be at home. They'll win that divisional matchup, but then they'll lose to the Cowboys, lose the rematch to Jacksonville, lose to the Washington Commanders, lose to the Lions, beat the Colts in their rematch, beat the Raiders, drop the game to the Steelers, and drop that second game to the Houston Texans. That was my official predictions here for the Tennessee Titans. Am I crazy? Am I crazy? Yeah, probably. Second down and 10. 12 minutes and 14 seconds here left to go. Could actually get you all the Bears one, too. I do have my Bears predictions already set. Second down and 10 from the 2-yard line right now. Waiting for the snap here. A running back to either side, dropping back, airing this one out. Deep shot upfield. Back shoulder fade, incomplete. 12:08 here left to go. That was a desperation throw. Looks like we've got a new quarterback out here. It's Hendon Hooker out for the Tennessee Titans. So no more Will Levis. It's Hendon Hooker versus Case Keenum at this point. They will both lose. They will lose both to the Colts, says Nikki Nunley. Mario, you're crazy even without the predictions. Yeah, big throw, big miss right there. The result of that play is 3rd down and 10. That's what we've got right now. The snap comes in his own end zone. Got to step into this one. He looks to the left and connects. You got to get this first down. Nope, not going to get it. 4 Chicago Bears jump on his back, and he stays on his feet. But Michael Carter's forward progress is stopped. It does bring up a 4th down and 3. Time to punt now, but at least they got their punter a little bit of breathing room to operate down there. The clock is hot. 4th down and 3, the Tennessee Titans, a quick 3 and out. B. Boru says, sounds about right. I think San Antonio Texans is an amazing state. But we've already got the Texas Rangers, right? About the, You can't be the San Antonio Tortas. That's not going to work. Or the San Antonio Sucias. Nope, that's not going to work. Big punt return out to the 45, down out to the 40, call it the 37. Big punt return right here for the Chicago Bears. They'll get the football back. This will stop the clock with 11:14. What would it be, the San Antonio Riverwalkers? The San Antonio Riverwalkers for a baseball team? You don't want to be someone who's walking other teams. All right. The San Antonio Davy Crockett's. The San Antonio Conchas. That's very different to an Argentinian. You do not want to say that. I know what actual bred conchas are. Good shot to the end zone. Gotta be a flag for pass interference. No flag coming in. Crazy that he had his arms pulled on right there, and not a flag for DPI. Chicago Bears get unlucky there. 2nd down and 10. You're going to see a big shot to the end zone right now. Big shot to the end zone right there. 2nd down and 10. So this is that 1st down play. This throw is to the end zone. There's clearly a lot of contact right there. And no flag. A handoff here to the running back. Man, Broshawn Johnson with that Guardian cap is fearless. He's running out there like he's got an extra layer of armor, running aggressively through those defenders there, and that's going to be good for 8 yards. Broshawn Johnson hasn't had an amazing day. He's had 2 big runs today. The rest of his runs have been underwhelming, but 2 decent-sized runs. 3rd down and 2 coming up right now. You'll see the Broshawn Johnson run on this play. Now I've got a shotgun formation on my screen for 3rd down and 2. There's the snap, dropping back. Case Keenum up the middle. It's caught. Xavier Thomas on a diving play makes the catch. 1st down. Xavier Thomas makes the grab, and the Chicago Bears are now inside the red zone. A diving play. Unfortunately, my graphics on the right-hand side won't show the dive itself, but a good play nevertheless. You'll see this one. So this, to me, looked like an in route. That's literally what it was, just an in route over the middle, man. Ouch, that dagger. That's a dig, that's a dagger. Here's a throw, here's a toss to the left-hand side. User truck stick works, caught by Steven Carlson. The tight end picks up 6 yards here. 1st and 10 from the Tennessee 17 becomes 2nd and 4 at the Tennessee 11. There's no parking in the red zone, says Todd Tier. Wow, Case Keenum is still playing. He sure is, AZ Saturner, and he's doing just fine right now. Jake says, go Kansas City Royals, win the game today. Lon Johnston says, call them Texas Flood. Aww. 2nd down and 4. Shotgun formation. 2 to the left, 2 to the right. Snap coming in, looking left, Case Keenum hits Roschon Johnson. It's going to be cut for a first down, falling forward. He'll pick up exactly what he needs and then some. Call it a gain of 7 on 2nd down and 4. It's first down. It's 1st and goal. Chicago Bears. First down. 1st and goal from the 4-yard line, guys. Take a look at this. You're going to see the run down below. Or take a look over here. The play to the left-hand side. It's a short pass to Roschon Johnson is what you're about to see. So caught out to the flat there. Roschon Johnson picks up that first down. It's now 1st and 10 from the 4-yard line here. The snap, Case Keenum hands it off to Roschon Johnson. He is folded like a lawn chair after picking up 1 yard. It's 2nd and goal at the Tennessee 3. 2nd down and goal at the Tennessee 3-yard line. 14-9 is the score. The Tennessee Titans in this game have been trailing for the vast majority of it, guys. Looking for a touchdown right here. We'll see if they can punch one in. 2nd down and goal, motion on the field. A lot of misdirection on this 2nd down and goal play. You've got one of those tight ends bouncing back and forth. Here's a snap. It's a handoff. Roschon Johnson dives straight through. It's in. Touchdown, Chicago Bears! Touchdown, Bears! It's 20-9. The Chicago Bears laying it on thick here, baby. Watch this play. You'll see the misdirection from the tight end going back and forth. He's like, I'm going to go this way. I'm going to go the other way. And then he cuts back. Here's the snap. That's the handoff. That's the diving play there. Here comes the extra point attempt for the Chicago Bears with 7:36 left to go. The extra point attempt is up. And it's good. All right. Well, that's that, guys. The extra point attempt is up and in. It's 21-9. The Chicago Bears are probably going to win this game with 7:36 left to go. We still have the whole next half of this quarter. And then, of course, we've got the 4th quarter to go as well. But soak it in, guys, because after today, there is no football for 11 days. So if you are a football fan, and you want some football content, it is now officially 7 o'clock, which means my new video just dropped and is public. Here, the new video is now officially public. Let's see. Let's go find that video and share it with you guys. If y'all want to watch my predictions for the NFC West, it is officially official for the NFC West. You go ahead and drop this in the chat real quick. All right, chat, if y'all want to watch the new video, it just released literally 1 minute ago. Not even, about 45 seconds ago. It's public now. You guys can check it out. The airboat for the water boy you were talking about last year. The airboat for the water boy? What you talking about, Willis? Duh, Bears, says William Hodge. Salah plus Dable equals 3 and 14, 1 and done, says Robert Mead. You think so? Didn't Brian Daboll win Coach of the Year? Like, not that long ago? Let's see. This game is going just as I expected, says Hank. Me too. How about Chicago baseball teams go White Sox? I'm a Chicago. I'd rather watch the Cubs. Although I was a fan of Alfonso Soriano, I'm more of a fan of Sammy Sosa. Let's see. I'll watch it after the game, I promise, says Ashley. Awesome. Let's see. Spam JK, says David Hampton. This game is going to say, yep, I'll watch it later. No, Salah is good, says Julie for Hope. Going to have withdrawals. No Football Nation for 11 days. Now, I didn't say no Football Nation for 11 days. We are working on releasing our prediction videos. We are working on releasing the prediction videos here. Jedediah says, my buddy and I have a running joke that sausage, Polish sausage, is what Andy Reid is always thinking. That sausage, Polish sausage, is what Andy Reid is always thinking. He's a Chiefs fan, so it's all in good love. It's probably more cheeseburger is what I think Andy Reid is always thinking. 11 days too long, says Lon Johnston. Okay, it's cutting back to this. Bring this back up. Cool, man. Imperfect Bob. What's up, dude? I see you out there. That's funny. I'm going to move this over just a bit. All right, guys, we just got the kickoff here. And this kickoff is going to be brought out to about, the 25 to 30, out at the 30-yard line. There we go. Going to move this over probably to right there. I think that's better. Just want to make sure everything is lined up where it needs to be. Cool. All right, guys, we've got ourselves a 1st and 10 at the Tennessee Titans 30-yard line after the Chicago Bears just scored. There's the kickoff. You're about to see that. We've got 7:36 left to go. Whoops. 7:36 here left to go. It's actually 7:28 on my TV screen. 1st and 10 coming up right now for the Tennessee Titans who have possession. The snap coming in, it's going to be a handoff. Looks like this play will go backwards, and they're going to lose a yard. 2nd down and 11. They're calling it a 2nd down and 10, and no gain right now for Julius Chestnut, who's out there on the field. Mario, you are reading chats from the first half, says Stunt Girl. What? What? What are you talking about? 2nd down and 10. 7 minutes left to go. Break. The Tennessee Titans will line up. Single back formation. Hendon Hooker is the quarterback in right now for Tennessee. Down by 12. The Titans, the snap comes in. A look to the left. A throw to the left. It looks like it's going to be fumbled here. It goes out of bounds. And last touched by Tennessee. Oof. A fumble here as Joel Wilson is blown up on the play. The football comes popping out and goes out of bounds for a loss of 2. Who made that tackle? Oh, that football was jarred loose right here. Looks like John Radigan. John Radigan out of Army made a big defensive play. 3rd down and 12, shotgun formation. 2 left, 2 right. Hooker takes the snap. The 4-man rush comes in. Hendon Hooker in a clean pocket steps through this pass and bounces it off the dirt into the hands of the intended receiver. It's an incomplete pass with 6 minutes left to go. It's 4th down and 12. So the next play you're going to watch on the right-hand side here, guys, is the incomplete pass from Hendon Hooker. Johnny says, you crack me up when you say break. Australia is not in England. That is true, Michael. Ned Davis says, go Army. Ras Mall says, not a fan of the 3D. Ras Mall, you are in the small minority, my friend. We've got a snap coming in right here. Here is the punt. This kick goes up, up, and away. It is going to be returned from the 13-yard line. It gets to the 15, the 20, the 25, and out of bounds they go. Here is the punt that I just called. Hello, hello, hello. Shout out to George Pearson. The Loud House fan says, my mom has a friend who lives in Australia. She used to live in New Zealand. All right, guys, here is this punt, just like I called it. We're going to watch this punt again. The snap comes in. The boot is up, up, and away. It is going to be returned, and they bring this one out. You can see the return being brought out all the way. It looks like to the 25-yard line. A little glitchy on this particular play, but that's okay. But that's okay. We can live. We'll be just fine. It's supposed to Rasmal. It's actually the exact same. It's actually the same technology that they use for Nickelodeon Slime Time. It is very similar technology. So if it looks Nickelodeon-y, it's because it is. It's because it is. Told you guys that the Titans defense was trash, says Noah King. What's up, George Pearson? 83% like the new graphics, says Ned Davis. I love Nickelodeon, says Country Kisses. I swear that the Titans are driving me to drink. Jake says good night. Good night to you, Jake. Thank you. Okay, Ned Davis says go Army. Viva Demon mode, says Demon. What up, Demon? I use Noah, so no weather betting. Johnny says you crack me up whenever you say break. LOL. Actually, it's the NFL games broadcasts. Disney does the animated ones. Disney does the animated ones? I'm pretty sure Nickelodeon does the Slime Time thing, right? And The Simpsons, don't The Simpsons have their Simpsons football too? Grew up on Rocket Power. Dude, by the way, for whoever said that looks Nickelodeon-ish, Ras, just so you know, I have a tattoo of Reptar from the Rugrats on my back, the dinosaur from the Rugrats. So I, too, love Nickelodeon. I am a product of the 90s, and I'm totally good with it, dude. This is a young man's sport anyways. I don't see any 45 or 55-year-olds, or I guess not many 45-year-olds playing at the NFL level. This is a young man's sport. I think we all know that. Once you're over the age of 30, you're over the hump. 1st and 10 coming up right now. Reset a few of these. Okay. It's 1st and 10. In the third quarter with 5 minutes and 52 seconds here left to go. A single back formation. The snap comes in. It's play action. Going to wheel out to the right-hand side. Throws this one while on the run. It's caught at the sideline. Looks like a gain enough for a first down. It does look like the official says to move the chains here, and I think it does move the chains. No, they're marking it a little bit short. It's 2nd down and 1 coming up right now. There's also a flag on the play, so let's find out what this flag is. You'll see the play develop over here on the right-hand side. They're going to call this illegal receiver downfield, I believe. It's going to be a 1st and 15, so reset all of this. There's that play on the sideline. He cut back towards the middle of the field and almost picked up the first down, but it's not going to matter. Ineligible receiver downfield. It does bring up a 1st and 15. Football is now being placed at the Chicago 20-yard line, folks. We're going to see all of this get restructured and reset here. We're going to start the clock once again as well. They're lining up for a 1st down and 15. Shotgun formation for the Chicago Bears. In the shotgun, the snap comes in, looking left. Gonna continue. He's gonna lay this out. It's Case Keenum. Keenum, deep shot upfield. No flag for DPI here either. So a deep shot upfield is incomplete. 2nd down and 15. This was a post route. So over here, watch for the receiver. He's gonna just go for it here. A big run from the wide receiver on this play. There it is. You can see him go. That throw upfield, not quite. All right, guys, 2nd down and 15. 2nd down and 15. From the 20-yard line, the snap comes in. Case Keenum is in trouble, has to throw it, finds a man. The 25, the 30, the 35, the 40, the 45, just shy at the 50 right there. That's good for a 1st down. There is a flag on the play, though, so let's stop the clock and find out what this flag is. Stop the play and find out what this flag is. 5:11 here. Left to go in this quarter. Ooh, the defense, illegal use of hands to the face. They're going to tack on yardage from the end of that play. The Tennessee Titans getting absolutely raked over the coals for illegal use of hands right there. This is going to move the football all the way to the Tennessee 44-yard line. All the way to the Tennessee 44-yard line. Here's the replay of this bomb, of this big play right here, too. I'm going to show you this one more time. There's the catch. It's a big run after the catch with blocking forward there. Let's go to the next play. All right, guys, we're lined up at the 45-yard line. It is 1st and 10. They're moving the chains, so they paused this right now because they needed to reset the chains. It is 1st and 10. It is 1st and 10 at the 45. Just between the 45 and the 46. All right, guys, here we go. 5 minutes here left to play. The snap comes in. Case Keenum hands this off. Nice run to the left-hand side. Looks like a 6-7, call it a 7-yard gain. 7-yard pickup here on the left-hand side. This time, a good run for Maurice Alexander, who got the carry on that play. Not expecting him to be lined up at running back, but he was in as the running back, and he did pick up 7 yards, so the clock continues to tick. Does anyone dress their cat for Halloween, says DJ Jean? No, definitely not. 2nd down and 3. We've got an empty backfield this time. The snap comes in, looking up to the left-hand side. It's caught at the 30, out at the 25. Scotty Miller picks up 12. 1st down, Chicago Bears. Scotty Miller picks up 12 yards on this play, guys. It was a 2nd down and 3 for this play. The Chicago Bears, you're living in the past, break. The Bears are lining up right here for that 2nd down and 3 play. Watch for Scotty Miller on this one, who will pick up 12 yards. Miller is the highlighted player there. The drop back looking to the out route. It is caught, and Miller converts the down. Here's a snap from the 26-yard line, diving forward and getting down to the 19. That's good to put them inside the red zone. 7-yard pickup, 2nd down and 3 now coming up for the Chicago Bears. 2nd down and 3. The Bears are now inside the red zone after that play. 3.5 minutes here at the Tennessee 19-yard line. So you're going to see a strong run for Maurice Alexander, who's in at running back again. Chicago Bears wide receiver in at running back. Who is he? Deebo Samuel? It's 2nd down and 3 at the 19. Shotgun formation. Case Keenum with a running back to his right. The snap comes in. It's a blitz, and the ball is thrown straight into the dirt here. 2nd down and 3. Looks like it's going to be a false start against this Bears offense. 2nd down and 3 will become 2nd down and 8, guys, on the penalty. Flag on the play. False start. Offense, replay, 2nd down. 3D is great, says B. Boru. San Antonio already has an alien. It's Wemby, says Pebble. Titans win game today, Dakota, says Jake. Here we go. Lined up now, single back formation on 2nd down and 8. The snap comes in. It's a handoff to the left-hand side. Breaking through, picking up about 10 yards. It's Roschon Johnson, who's going to nom. Eat, baby. 1st down, Chicago Bears. Roschon Johnson, watch this play. He finds a super big gap right there. Watch the gap that is made on the left side over here as Roschon Johnson breaks through and picks up what he needs. The next play, 1st and 10. It's a single back formation. The drop back. Case Keenum is in trouble. Down he goes. He's sacked on the play. Sacked on the play. Case Keenum goes down. It's a 4-man rush, and the offensive line could not hold. So they get to the quarterback on a 4-man rush. It's 2nd down and 14, and it puts them back on the Tennessee 19-yard line. Watch the defense. Watch the blue jerseys right now. Not the white jerseys, the blue jerseys, the white helmets. That was just a bad pocket there for the Chicago Bears. 19-yard line, still inside the red zone. The snap comes in for Case Keenum. The line holds a lot better this time. The pass comes in late. He looked at the 3rd, maybe the 4th option here before letting it go. The defense was all over it. It's broken up. It's 3rd down. 3rd down. It's 3rd down and 15. I'm going to add that extra yard here. 3rd down and 15 at the Tennessee 19-yard line. We'll see how they handle this play now. 7:15 here in San Antonio, Texas. Shotgun formation here. Chicago Bears take the snap. Oh, pressure again. This is thrown incomplete. It's 4th down. Now, 1:16. Looks like no flag on the play. If it makes her happy, I say go for it, says Julie. Any chance anyone in the chat has a snake they put a sleeping cap on? What? What, Jedediah? Anyways, the graphic on the TV screen was actually wrong. This is the incomplete pass right now. It's now 4th down and 15 here, guys. We are going to see a field goal coming in for the Chicago Bears. Cairo Santos is going to kick a 37-yarder. Cairo Santos from the left hash puts it up. The kick is up. The kick is good for the Chicago Bears. And the Bears get a few more points as they move forward. So Chicago picks up a few more points. The field goal is good for the Chicago Bears. And the score is now 24-19. 24-19 for Chicago. The Tennessee Titans have some work to do. They're down by 15 points here at this moment with 1:16 left to go. Not a whole lot of time here left for the Tennessee Titans. 2 possession leads don't typically get squandered here in the NFL, but it is preseason and anything can happen. Well, I guess I should have considered the Bears defense on fantasy football, says DJ Jean. This conversation is crazy, says Gary. What's up, Gary? How are you? The Loud House fan says, yo, do you watch Doug series or no? Like the do 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 da. That Doug? Because yes, I did watch that Doug. Shout out to all of y'all in today's chat. Break out the smelling salts for the Titans. Break them out for me, dude. I need to wake up. 9, not 19. 24-9, not 19. I have a brother that's a hardcore Chicago Bears fan. You could disguise a snake as a bat by gluing legs and ears on it. Wait. Oh, as a cat, not a bat. Dyslexia. LOL. Thank you, Ashley. Thank you. Quarterback run up the middle. I'm watching a sunset and a lightning show at the same time. You know what? I'm going to go get some sunlight in my eyes really quick here, too. Maybe that'll get me back to life. Give me 1 second here, guys. I'm literally just going to look at the sun for a second. I just needed some sunlight, man. Got to go out there and touch some grass, dude. I see you, Mario, says Ashley Deverick. Yeah, I just needed a little bit of light right there. Okay, so I actually like the question that they were asking here moments ago. We did just see a play coming out of this, guys, with 1 minute left to go. Here is the poll that I'm going to do. Okay. Is it going to be... How many yards is rookie Carnell Tate going to have this year? I got a 1st and 10 coming up right now here for the Tennessee Titans at the 36-yard line. The snap comes in and slipping through. Looks like Hendon Hooker is going to get sacked on the play. It's 2nd down and 11 after this one. This means we're going to get one more play here before the end of the 3rd quarter. Let's see. Yeah, I need Titans to start putting up some numbers, especially give those RBs some attempts. Football Nation is always exciting. Martin Dixon, what's going on, Mr. Dixon? Gary says LMAO. The subduction zone is cracking and it drops 15 feet. Don't even know what that means. I got a 2nd down and 11 here, guys, after that sack play you just watched. Now it's 2nd down and 11 after the loss of 1. The snap comes in. Hendon Hooker pump fake. Hendon Hooker in trouble. Hendon Hooker fumble. Chicago Bears might have just recovered. I think it's Bears football. Let's see what the officials say. They're saying no. This will take us to the end of the quarter. They're saying Hendon Hooker recovered his own fumble. It's 3rd down and 16. It looked like it was recovered by the Bears. Here is now the Hendon Hooker fumble. And this will take us to quarter number 4. So watch the snap come in. Hendon Hooker spends too much time in this pocket, peeling off of that and making him drop the football. It's a strip sack fumble. It goes down as a 5-yard sack. Hendon Hooker does recover. Julie for Hope says heart attack, LOL. Let's see. Tate goes for 65 receptions, 815 yards, and just 4 touchdowns. OGG Gryffindor says I watch a lot of WWE, NFL games, and movies too. DJ, I'm here in Floral City. You must have stolen all the lightning we got. I'm touching a bunch of grass right now, says All Burn. Different grass, brother, different grass. But cheers, man. Remember, you can't say enjoyable without saying enjoy a bowl. Just going to leave that one there. Kids, do not ask your parents what that means. Okay. Well, that's my picks for the Tennessee Titans, guys. I think the Titans finished this season at 5-12. Can they outperform this projection? I think they can, but I think the farthest it's going to go for Tennessee is going to be maybe a 7-10 season. The 7-10 season would end up meaning that, I don't know, dude, the Indianapolis Colts would be very bad this year. We got to see what Daniel Jones is going to look like coming out of that. And obviously, with no more Michael Pittman Jr., is he still going to have enough weapons there? Originally, I was genuinely considering putting the Indianapolis Colts in last place in that AFC South division. The Jacksonville Jaguars in 3rd, and the Houston Texans in 1st. But what do you guys think, man? What do you guys think? Who is winning the AFC South? Who are you guys taking to win the AFC South? Is it going to be the Titans, the Colts? Titans, Colts. We just said these. Why is my brain glitching right now? Oh, Jaguars, Texans. Who's winning that division? Texans most likely, says Julie. That's what I said. Yep. Who's the Colts starting quarterback this year? Well, I'll tell you who it's not this year. It's no longer Phillip Rivers. It's going to be Daniel Jones. Gary says Texans. Cool Weather says Jaguars. Can't say anything about that one, says OGG. Demon says Texas. Jags or Texans. Robert says Texans. The Maladigal. The Malad says Jaguars. Ashley says Texans. Colts of D, says Imperfect Bob. Snap comes in, 3rd down and 16. This is a screen play, left-hand side. It's a 6-yard gain. 3rd down and 16 is 4th down and 10. So not much to get excited about there. The Tennessee Titans are going to have to punt this one again. They're down by 2 possessions. It's not go-for-it territory just yet. Either way, Texans or Jags. Texans win the division. Titans get the wild card. What? Nick, I love that brazen prediction there. How could you say something so controversial? So bold, yet so controversial. No, I think that I don't think there's enough room in the AFC to have 2 teams in the AFC South make the postseason. This is a punt. It's a return from the 10. The 10-yard line, running horizontally and diving down on the 10. Looks like no return there. Mad Dog Mage, what's going on? Let's read this comment here real quick. Mad Dog says, glad you're back, brother. He says, can't wait to join you this whole year. Good luck to your boys this season. Hope the family is doing well. Little man Sammy getting big. Go Bills. Yes, Sammy is getting big. he definitely is getting bigger every single day. Dude, thanks for the super chat, man. I appreciate that. I'm glad to be back, bro. I'm excited right now for this football season more than I was excited for the football season last year. I am so ready to get this engine going again. We did okay during the offseason with the World Cup. It did help keep us afloat for a little bit here. I was chewing on the idea of bringing on more help. Went through the process of going through a lot of interviews. Ultimately decided that we're going to run this back one more year before we decide to bring in some help one more time. But contributions like this make those choices a lot easier to bring on help. So thank you, Mad Dog, for that financial contribution. Thank you, thank you, thank you. We need money for the mission. That's all it is, man. Let's see. It's all over but the crying on this one. LOL, says Alex Jones. Start calling everybody NFL team or members if you're an NFL fan, if you're a fan of the game. Let's see. He says start calling everybody NFL team or members if you are a fan of the NFL game. Tenderloin fillets on Thursday, ribs yesterday. Bro, you're eating like a king, Mr. Gene. Texans laughed. I'm definitely so excited for the NFL season. Jake says good night. So long and good night. So long and good night. I'll let you carry on this way. Oh, man. You say Danny Dimes. I say Indiana Jones. Man, I love Harrison Ford. I really like Harrison Ford, man. Dang it, man. I really could have made it, says Jack Dandridge. Chicken broth soup for dinner, and then leftover chicken broth soup for dinner later. Sounds about right, Stunt Girl. I'm with you on that. Has anybody made Super Bowl pick? I know it's early. Nick, I don't have a Super Bowl pick, but I can tell you, bro, I've got some stuff, Nick, that I'm going to have to drop here soon. 1st and 10. We've got ourselves a single back formation for the Chicago Bears. Bears on their own 11-yard line. The toss goes to the left-hand side. This is going to be chased out of bounds for a loss of 2, maybe a loss of 3. It's 2nd down and 13 coming up right now. 2nd down and 13. Here we go. All right, folks, so you're going to watch this play right here. It's going to be a snap that comes in. On this one, it's going to turn around and toss this to the left-hand side. It's going to be a loss of yardage here. Matter of fact, we can actually zoom out. You can watch this play happen on the toss. It's 2nd down and 13. Shotgun formation here. Trips to the right-hand side. The snap comes in. Going to wind up and throw. It's caught at the 10, the 15. Good side move down at the 20. Picks up about 12 of those yards. This will bring up a 3rd down and 1. Nice move right there. Lots of side steps, right? Little side step in here. My woman made sliced beef and mushroom sandwiches with the leftover tenderloin. That sounds great. That sounds great, Gene. All right, guys, watch this. Maurice Alexander picks up 12 yards, almost gets the first down. Almost gets that first down. Watch him over here. Breaks one tackle, breaks another tackle, finally gets brought down there. 3rd down and 1 coming up here from the 20-yard line. The snap comes in. It's a handoff. They keep it down on the ground. Looks like it's Roschon Johnson. Players pushing each other around. Either way, Chicago Bears pick up a 1st down. 1st down for Chicago. Roschon Johnson picks up another 4 yards. Modest gain right there, guys, but it is enough to move the sticks. Not a huge gain, but it is enough to move the sticks. You'll watch this play here. Motion on the field. Watch this one. Roschon Johnson just gets the carry, runs it right up the gut. All righty, folks. 1st and 10, 24-yard line. Snap comes in, fakes the toss. It's a run out to the right-hand side. While on the run, overthrows this one. Incomplete pass, stops the clock with 12:02. 2nd down and 10 now at the Chicago 24-yard line. You guys can see the yardage here. 24-yard line, it's incomplete. You'll see the incomplete pass developing on the right-hand side as well. Wonder what the time of possession difference is on this. You'd think the ball was a salmon. I can tell you the time of possession stats on this. The Chicago Bears, 30 minutes of possession. The Tennessee Titans, 17 minutes and 50 seconds of possession. Yep, not great possession stats here by any stretch of the imagination. Here is looks like a sack on the play, a major bag on the play. My gosh, a loss of 6 yards. They're giving the credit here to Jalen McMurray. 3rd down and 16. By the way, if you're curious for the total numbers, there's that. You can see the full team stats out there. Blow this up just a little more for the team stats. Yeah, guys, time of possession, 30 minutes for the Chicago Bears, 18 minutes for the Tennessee Titans. The number of first downs, 17 first downs for the Bears, just 8 for the Tennessee Titans in this game. The Chicago Bears on 3rd down and 16. The snap comes in, and it looks like the whistles will come in quickly here. Flag on the play, going to be a false start against the offense. 3rd down and 16 becomes 3rd down and 21 after the penalty. So a false start here makes it a 3rd down and 21. The Bears won this one. Says, yeah, it's pretty much a Bears game at this point. We're going to bring this back over. Shrink this one back down. Give you your stats back where y'all like them. Cool. All good? Bring that in just a little more. Cool. All right, guys, 175 total yards for the Tennessee Titans, 371 total yards for the Chicago Bears. The Bears absolutely crushing the Tennessee Titans here today. Waiting for the snap here. Looks like the snap will not come. Looks like it's Miller Moss out there on the field for the Chicago Bears. Miller Moss is the quarterback here in the 4th quarter for Chicago. Another flag on the play. Another false start. That's crazy, bro. Another one? It's 3rd down and 26 now. What? 3rd down and 26 from their own 8-yard line. They keep this on the floor. They pick up 4 yards with Roschon Johnson. It's 4th down and 22. I think the answer is punt. Go for it. You won't. Go for it. You won't. Yeah, no, it's time to punt for sure. 4th down and 22. The Chicago Bears drive will end here. They're going to send this back to the Tennessee Titans. I think they just wanted to milk the clock anyways. I don't think they were trying to score on this drive. Of course, scoring is always nice. Pack them up, ref, says Nikki. Titans are cooked. Damn the luck. Blowouts, says Mark McKay. I like listening to the NFL game, says OG Gryffindor. Gryffindor. What position would you want to play in the NFL? I would probably want to play backup quarterback. The only reason I say that is because I watched a lot of Blue Mountain State. Dude, if you've never watched Blue Mountain State, watch it. It's definitely a dude show. But Alex Moran says that the best position in all of sports is backup quarterback because you don't have to do anything and you get all of the credibility of being on a team without having to take any of the hits. So I'm okay with that. Titans win. My $5 become $185, says Mike. Met him at an airport, down-to-earth guy for sure. This is so crazy. I love dude movies. It's a show. DJ Gene, if you've never watched Blue Mountain State, it was a Spike. Okay, so y'all remember Spike TV? Blue Mountain State was on Spike TV. It's a dude show. It is really funny, though. And it was funny enough to where my wife was like, okay, yeah, that's definitely a boy show, but that's really good. And so we watched a few of those games, or a few of those episodes. Wesley is back for more. Guess who's back? Back again. Wesley's back. Tell a friend. Wesley's back. Wesley's back. Wesley's back. Wesley's back. They did make a Thad movie. True made a movie. They did make a Thad Castle movie. Let's see. That's pretty smart, says Terry. I created a monster because nobody wants to see Marshall no more. They want Shady. I'm chopped liver. Well, if you want Shady, this is what I'll give you. A little bit of mix with some hard liquor, some vodka that'll jumpstart your heart quicker than a shock when I get shocked at the hospital by the doctors when I'm not cooperating while I'm rocking the table that he's operating. I waited this long to stop debating because I'm back. I'm on the – and yep. I know that you got a job, Miss Cheney, but your husband's heart problems are complicated. Bro, I know like every lyric to that song. Unfortunately, it's been ingrained into my memory. Na 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 da 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 na 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 da na 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 na. It's 1st and 10, guys, at the 26-yard line here. Tennessee Titans have the football. Break. They line up. Hendon Hooker on the right hash from the 26 has a single back lined up behind him. 10 minutes left to play in this football game, folks, and then we don't have another game until September 9th. It's a handoff. It stays on the floor. Looks like it'll be a short gain here. Is that Julius Chestnut, I believe? It is. So Chestnut will pick up just a couple of yards here. It's not going to matter. There's a flag on the play, a holding against the offensive line. It's a flag on Cordell Volson. So Volson, there's a flag on the play. It's 1st and 10. Julie cheers. One of my all-time favorite song memories, says Julie for Hope. Oh, man. Now try censoring yourself on some of those songs. That's a tough one. Here's a handoff to the right-hand side, and this is going to be a decent pickup on 1st and 20. So 1st and 20 becomes 2nd down and 13 as Julius Chestnut picks up 7 yards. Scratch that. It's Dearness Johnson who picks up 7 yards to the right-hand side. 2nd and 13 at the Tennessee 23. The clock is hot with 9.5 minutes left to go as the line judge trots his way down towards the bottom of the screen. In the huddle, they break the huddle. It is Dearness Johnson who's still out there on the field. Single back formation. There is the snap. They hand this off to the left. Dearness Johnson stays on his feet through some contact, gets that football out to the Tennessee 29. 2nd down and 13 from the 23. It's a 6-yard pickup. 3rd down and 7 coming up after that Dearness Johnson run. Dearness Johnson, 2 carries today. He's averaging over 6 yards per carry. Keeps the clock ticking. Mario, if you get discovered rapping, who's going to bring us the sportscasting games? I don't think that's going to be an issue, man. We've got a 3rd down and 7. I actually do have a rap song that I wrote. Dropping back and stepping through the line. The 30, the 35, the 40, still on his feet. Hendon Hooker brought down at the 42, 43. They're calling it the 41, but still it's going to be good for a 1st down, Tennessee. 8 minutes and 23 seconds left to go. The football has now been moved out to the Tennessee 41. Okay, this is the 3rd down and 7. 3rd down and 7 at the 29-yard line. This is what you're watching on the right-hand side. Watch Hendon Hooker. Takes the snap, drops back, can't ignore that gap, steps through the pocket, runs his way forward, picks up a ton of yardage, and gets that 1st down. Here is the next play. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. A toss at the left-hand side, and the toss is going to be like a 3-yard gain here. 2nd down and 7 on the left hand. Football now at the Tennessee 44, guys. Football now at the Tennessee 44. Midway through the 4th quarter right now. Stunt Girl says Texans. Okay. All right, guys. 2nd down and 8. 7.5 minutes left to go. A single back formation. We wait for the snap. A receiver left, one receiver right. They are bunched up tightly here. The snap comes in. It's going to be a handoff again to Dearness Johnson. He keeps going to that left side. It's like the only move that he has. Feels like Eddie Gordo on Tekken. This time it's going to be a 1-yard gain. 3rd down and 6 coming up. You're going to see that 1-yard pickup to the left-hand side again. OG Gryffindor says, can they make it? Don't know if I can say Hooker looking good. Break. Oh, no. I can't say Hooker splits the D. That's not going to work either. Here's the snap, and he does exactly that. Hendon Hooker splits the D. He gets inside the 30, inside the 40. Oh, no. What have you done to me, Owl on the prowl? He absolutely goes right through the middle and picks up that 1st down. What a run for Hendon Hooker. 17 yards on the play. Watch him split the defense right now. Watch him split this defense here. A quarterback draw that went for 17 yards here, guys. Watch this happen. Straight through the middle again. What a run. Breaks the defense. My goodness. So 1st and 10 now coming up after that Hendon Hooker run. 38-yard line, single back formation. Little play action here. Drops back into the pocket. Delivers to the running back. This is going to be caught. A little shake and bake. Ooh. Hit from behind. Michael Carter. Gonna feel that one, but he's a big boy. He gets up. It's a 1st down. Tennessee Titans. 1st down. What have you done? It says the Loud Owl. What have you done, Owl? All right. Wow, great run. Almost like Mahomes. Well, we'll see what Mahomes has in the tank coming off that ACL injury. 1st and 10 at the Chicago 26-yard line. A shotgun formation here for the Tennessee Titans. Hendon Hooker with a man to his right, takes the snap, drops back. He looks to the right. He airs this to the 2nd shelf, wide open on that right-hand side. It's Xavier Restrepo again. 1st down becomes another 1st down, Tennessee. This puts them inside of the red zone, guys. The Tennessee Titans are now inside the red zone at the Chicago 12-yard line. Watch this catch at the bottom of the screen from Xavier Restrepo. Beautiful play right here. So after this play, the football is placed on the 12. Offset I formation. Motion on the field from the top to the bottom. Mason Kinsey is the motion man. Hendon Hooker takes the snap, fakes the handoff to 1, hands off to 2. Instead, a player gets that ankle rolled up on right there. Got to get up. Oliver's okay. Okay. All right, watch the motion on the field from the top to the bottom. It's Dearness Johnson who picks up 3 yards on the play. It's 2nd down and 7 at the Chicago 9. 4 minutes. Break. They line up again. 2nd down and 7. Looks like 2 receivers on the left. 4 minutes left to play. The snap. The handoff. Ooh, stiff arm running it in. Dearness Johnson will score! Touchdown, Titans! And it looks like they might be going for 2 right now. I saw Robert Saleh doing this number. Watch Dearness Johnson on this play here, guys. He's going to actually be met by the defense. It's not going to show his arm actually stiff-arming right here, but when he gets that carry, he cuts to the right side and delivers that stiff arm right there at that moment to pick up that touchdown. Well done. Here's the replay one more time. You're going to see him cut to the right, and then here is a stiff arm. Here's the 2-point attempt coming up, guys. The 2-point conversion coming up now. The snap, a fake of the handoff, a pump fake, diving forward. Hendon Hooker's not going to get it. It's going to be unfruitful. It's still a 9-point game, guys. So I'll tell you my theory on this. Unless, like, they were going to need the 2-point conversion either way, but now it's a 2-possession game. So if I'm Robert Saleh, I would have just gone for 1, and then, and only then, had we made it a 1-possession game, then we could have gone for 2 when we needed it. I'm not a fan of going for 2 if it's not, like, imminent, if that makes sense. Matthew, cheers, man. Titans making things more interesting. Julie Hope says, dang, the Titans are done. I've seen Saleh work miracles before for the 49ers. Good night, says Demon. This time last year, Mario had 40,000 subscribers. That's true. Was it still at 40? Yeah, I think I had 40. Yeah, about 40 when I started with this time last year for sure. Demon says game over. OG Gryffindor says it's over. Julie says, right, Mario, Dan Campbell vibes. But it's just preseason, says Todd Tier. That's fair. That's fair, Todd Tier. That could have been Robert Saleh literally just thinking to himself, well, this game doesn't count anyways. Let's just try it. Who's next in line, says Gryffindor. Too much seasoning. The 2 was the right call, just the wrong play, says Nikki Nunley. Yoso, you only slime once there. Yoso, like YOLO. Ford Bronco, 1970. You know, I was looking at Ford Broncos when we went car shopping. But why is the Ford Bronco so, like, abstractly priced? You can find, like, a brand new Ford Bronco for, like, 30 grand, and they go all the way up to, like, 80 grand. Like, what? Why is there such a why is there a 50 grand swing for the same vehicle? You just can't convince me that there's enough technology there to make it more than the actual car is worth. Yes, I did hit Santino with 50K at the confetti and again at the 100. Run left, says B. Boru. OJ made the Bronco iconic. OJ made a lot of things iconic. 350 left to go. 1st and 10 coming up right now. The Tennessee Titans are going to kick off to the Chicago Bears. This is going to be a traditional kickoff, not an onside kick right now. So the Tennessee Titans are sending this over here. 3-9 total points. Wowee. Just have many favorites, says Ashley. Jedediah says, totally get what I was looking for. When I was looking at those two, it's insane. I blame NBA coaches. Wait, what? Broncos became popular when the juice was on the loose, says Nikki Nunley. I'd pass too, says B. Boru. So 3:50 here left to go, guys. We are waiting for this kickoff. They are trying to milk every second they can off of this right now. Waiting for the kickoff here, folks. Honestly, not sure what we're waiting for. There is the kickoff, and it's going to be returned. The 5, the 10, the 15, the 20, and down at about the 23-yard line. 23-yard line, first down. It's going to bring up a 1st and 10 at the Chicago 23. I think they're marking it actually at the 22. Roll up. Electric windows. Electric windows for sure. Cheers to you, Earth Citizen. Just need a fumble, says Mike. All right. NFC West predictions are there. I wonder how many people are going to watch that video here later. 1st and 10 coming up for the Chicago Bears, guys. The Bears going to keep this on the ground. It only makes sense here. It's a handoff. It looks like a 1 or 2 yard gain for Roschon Johnson. It's a 2nd down and 8. The clock is ticking. Camera's up in the box right now, looking at different coordinators here. 25-24 win, says B. Boru. No way, dude. How are they going to get 10 points with 3 minutes and 30 seconds left to go? Timeout was called by the Tennessee Titans here, guys, so that's why the camera cut away. That's the Roschon Johnson run right there. It brings up a 2nd down and 8, maybe a 2nd down and 9. So it looked like a 1 yard pickup right here. Second down and 9 with 3:37 left to go. Tennessee Titans used that timeout. It is the Chicago Bears with the football, though. Single back formation. Or first down here could salt this game away. Under center, it's the Chicago Bears. The snap coming in. It's a handoff from Miller Moss. Miller Moss hands this off to the right-hand side. Looks like another timeout will be called immediately by the Tennessee Titans. Third down and 9. It's awesome that none of this counts, says Owl on the Prowl. We could use a come-from-behind win right about now, says Earth Citizen. Titans need 2 or 3 Music City Miracles. Get in on the free weekly pick'ems, says DJ Gene. You heard the man. It says 14 days until the Tennessee Titans season opener. 14 days and 16 hours. Here we go. This. Shotgun, snap, blitz, in trouble. Moss slips away. Moss is on the run. Third down and 9. Moss picks up the first down and then some. He slides inbounds. Great IQ to not run out of bounds. The Tennessee Titans will not call a timeout right now. It's a first down, Chicago Bears. This game is just about done. Tennessee, 3 minutes left to go here. The Chicago Bears, watch this run over here. It's going to be a run to the left-hand side, but I think he was looking to throw. Then it's just like there's so much green grass to his left. How is he not going to run that? First and 10. Single back formation. He hands this off. It stays on the ground. Roshan Johnson picks up another one. First down, Chicago Bears. Down at the 47 or the 48. Back-to-back first downs here means that it's just about done for the Tennessee Titans. It's just about done for the Tennessee Titans. They're going to see one more play before the 2-minute warning here. I don't think Robert Saleh is going to keep calling timeout. Joe Romo says the party's almost over. You got confirmation? Question mark, says Todd Tier. 31-18 Bears. I just confirmed Football Nation started at 30K at the start of August 2025. That's crazy, country. Or Courtney. Courtney just confirmed right now. Football Nation at the start of August had 30,000 subscribers. In the past year, we picked up 110,000 subscribers. We just hit the 2-minute warning. Dude, if we can do it again, and pick up another 100,000 subscribers this year, that would be just awesome. That would be super cool. No more football for a week and a half, says DJ Gene. Jake says, take me to church. I worship like a dog at the shrine of your light. I'll tell you my sins so you can sharpen your knife. That one. When the music's over, turn out the lights, says DJ Gene. My Wi-Fi sucks, says Joe Romo. Just kidding, says Courtney. All right. Let's go. Triple at least this year, says Owl on the Prowl. Dude, I'd be happy with a double. I'd be happy to double this. If we doubled our subscriber count, we'd be sitting at 300,000. Just right next to 300K. What? If we can get to 300K? What? David Neville says, Mario, don't forget about me when you're famous. Bro, honestly, anybody who's with me, backing me up, man, I just appreciate the love and the support. If you guys haven't added me on Facebook or on Instagram or followed me on social media yet, guys, look for Mario Manuel Sanchez. I go by Mario Manuel. That is my first and second name. My full name, Mario Manuel Sanchez. You can find me on Instagram. You can find me on TikTok. You can find Football Nation on TikTok. You can find me on Facebook. I'm an old man. I still use Facebook. I actually prefer Facebook to Instagram and all the other ones, but that's just me. Maximum Best. I see you, dude. 2 minutes left to go. This game is just about over. The Tennessee Titans going to lose this one. Someone says, Mario, don't ever doubt yourself. You're famous no matter what, says Ashley. OG Gryffindor says the question is, how can they do it when the time is about to run out, says OG. Double-double, says Robbie. Double-double. Forget the Titans says, let's remember the Titans. Remember the Titans. Is that a photo of... Okay, for a second I was like, that looks like Willem Dafoe. How many penalty yards did the Titans collect this time around? The Tennessee Titans in penalty yards. Let's see. Total penalty yards. 10 penalties for 71 yards for the Chicago Bears. 7 penalties for just 46 yards for the Tennessee Titans. Not that bad. Only giving up 46 yards. Better than the Bears. They're talking about the quarterback battles and yada, yada, yada. Guys, I think the Atlanta Falcons are in for a tough year. I think the Miami Dolphins are in for a tough year. I think there are going to be a few improvements to the Titans and the Raiders. I got a 1st and 10. The clock is ticking right away. 1st and 10. The clock is ticking as we come out of this commercial break. It shouldn't be. All of a sudden, my TV screen says 2nd down and 11. Looks like victory formation right now. Okay. Probably victory formation. This game is over now. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, in victory formation, that is that. But real quick, in case you guys are wondering, we go to this one here. All right. The next games coming up on this channel, ladies and gentlemen, the New England Patriots and the Seattle Seahawks. That'll be Wednesday, September 9th. That's the first game of the season. I will be releasing content. Guys, I am going to be dropping content between now and then. I won't probably have any more live streams, at least not covering any games. I'm not going to cover regular season baseball. I'm not going to cover golf or something that I don't really care about. I will be covering a lot of these games. Mario, for Christmas Day, will you prioritize NFL games or will you do the big NBA games too? On Christmas Day, I'm prioritizing my family on Christmas Day. And if my schedule allows, I will do the football game. SWL. This is Mario, for Christmas Day, will you prioritize the NFL games or will you do the big NBA games too? No, I only do – this channel is called Football Nation for a reason, guys. I cover all of football season. I only cover postseason baseball and postseason basketball. Anyways, well, the final knee has been taken. This is going to be your final score. The Chicago Bears over the Tennessee Titans. That's it, baby. It's done. The Chicago Bears win this game. It's 24-15. Bears win. Daniel, look at that horse. Of course, my horse. Walk on by. Appreciate everyone who watched today's live stream, man. Well, that was a hoot, says Bride a Bike Guy. Yeah, man, I'm thinking that for the future here, I'm going to put like a banner either at the top or at the bottom that lets people know previous play, not like actual play. This is just the previous play for the replay. They're showing that Xavier Thomas 97-yard touchdown at the start of the game. Definitely the best play of the game. Watch this one. We can watch it one more time. This play was crazy, dude. This was the very first play for the Chicago Bears offense. The drop back and the delivery cooked. Oh, my gosh. There was no catching him. Who was going to catch Xavier Thomas? Nobody. Nobody. It's a touchdown. Duh, Bears, says Courtney. Anyways, yeah, there's a tons of replays. If you guys want to check out Fan Live, you guys can see the replays from Fan Live. They've got all the replays made publicly available, guys, so y'all can watch all the highlights from today's game. Cool, man. Well, it's 8 o'clock. It's 8:01. They're showing some replays, showing some stuff here. got any post-game plans for regular season? So, regular season, yes. For Thursday night football, I give everyone Thursday night football every single week. I'm thinking that after Thursday night football, I'm probably going to stay live to give my official predictions for that week. So after Thursday night football, we leave the pick'ems open all the way up until Sunday morning. I think you guys remember that from last year. So after that, right, we've got all the games on Sunday. On Sundays, I'm not going to do a post game at the end of the day because I'm doing 3-4 games on Sundays. So instead of the post game on Sundays, we're just going to shut it down on Sundays. But I'd like to, on Thursday nights, do my pick'ems, my official pick'ems selections on Thursday night after the games. And then on Monday Night Football, we announce the winners. And if there are no winners, then we'll probably give a small prize out to one of the channel members or whatever. And we're also going to talk about the Fantasy Football League in the post games as well. David Neville says, great job tonight, Mario. Looking forward to the next stream. Let's effing go. Thank you, David Neville. Appreciate you being here, man. LOL, Bears. All right, man. Well, I think that's it, guys. That's it, dude. We don't have any football for like another 11 days. Wednesday will be the next football game. I will be live for that game. Keep an eye out on the channel, guys, for my schedule. We've got some few more prep things that we got to do, Santino and I, but we'll get it done. And I hope you guys enjoy the videos that I will be putting out for the next few weeks, guys. We're going to be doing rankings and tiers and all kinds of stuff for the next 2 weeks. Looking forward to seeing you guys in the comment sections in all of those videos. Anyways, I'm done, guys. Y'all have a great rest of y'all's night. It's been a great preseason. Looking forward to the 2026 regular season. Don't forget to check out Football Nation on our website, footballnationusa.com. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mario. You have been watching Football Nation. Until next time, let's effing go. Peace out, y'all.